And get the picture now. Tech's going to be in the white tops with the gold pants and gold numbers. The numbers very faded and hard to see. And gold helmets. Dogs will be kicking off, and Georgia's in the red tops, red helmets, white trim, and the silver breeches. Tech's put P.J. Daniels and Kerry Watkins as the deep men down around the goal line of the 1-yard line. We have the wind on our back at this moment. Kicking, in other words, from west to east. Kerouac's going to kick it off. Georgia Tech at the end of the season. Long, high, deep, end over end to about the 2.5. Watkins to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. From behind, one man grabbed him, and then a second and a third up around the 25. The original man may have been Greg Blue, and then Bert Jones were the two men off the kick covering team that got him. Blue got him behind on the ankles. All right, now Tech will be on their own 25. What will they try right away? A.J. Suggs, a quarterback. Numbers are so small and so faded you can hardly see on the front of them. 4 wideouts, and they stick one in motion. He's in a shotgun. We come up into a 5-man front. Suggs throws. Far across the flat, complete. Then they're going to pick up 7-8 yards right away. Hit Will Glover, the receiver, wide, who was all by himself, just standing over there. Boss Bailey hit him in an open field tackle. There was not a cover man up against him. And Tech, in a no-huddle offense, immediately got 9 yards from the 25 to the 34, and it's second down. Suggs going to hand to the running back. One man missed him. The second and third got him, but he got to the 35. Klingsdale, I think, for a first down. He dodged one man behind the line and then leaned in. Let's see where they mark it dead. The spot's important here. Ball is right around the 35. No, he's going to set it down. He puts it a foot shy and makes it third down. Gilbert and Taylor, the linebackers, are in on the last stop. They try a sneak, and we hit him, and then on a second effort, I think he got across, but let's see. Suggs got hit about a foot behind the line and then slid to his right at right tackle and came across and got a first down with a couple of feet to spare. And Tech, in a no-huddle offense, is already up to the line. We're trying to get a man off the field. Tech shotgun. Suggs firing, and it is incomplete. And Bruce Thornton made a real hard pass over on that far sideline, trying to cut in and intercept the pass intended for Jonathan Smith. It'll be second down and 10. Now Tech goes back to a huddle.
Second and 10.
Bright sun, hard wind out of the west. The wind is dipping down a little right now. Tech is second and 10 on their 35. Got 4 wideouts. A.J. Suggs with one back next to him. We're in a 4-man front. We bring a man up on the corner. He shifts Klingsdale over on the other side. And quick handoff to Klingsdale on a tramp, and he shot inside and got about 5. They got a quick snap there and fooled us. Tony Gilbert knocked him down. And it'll be second down. Ball is just across the 40.
Funny looking play there, Larry, as Boss Bailey juked up on the line as though he's going to blitz, came back and then came in and shot blitz, but everybody else almost just stopped as though the play wasn't occurring.
Third down. Tech's got about 5.5, almost 6 to go. Shotgun. He picks up a low snap. We're coming on him. He fires incomplete as we knocked him down back around the 25-yard line. Intended for Will Glover. We had pressure coming in. Boss Bailey and David Pollock really came in, and Tech's in a punting situation. You get a ball up high the way they're facing, they'll be into the wind. Tech hurries up to the line to set up the punt. Dan Dyke will be their punter. Dogs will have Sean Jones as their deep man. They change their kicker. Chris Morehouse is kicking. Got a high, beautiful spiral. And we wait for it and take it and then squirt straight ahead. Sean Jones, 15, 20, 25, 30 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards, 60. Sean Jones all the way, but there's a flag way back down. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute, you got a flag back on our 30. Something happened.
39-yard punt, 79-yard return, but they're bringing it back.
Yeah. You have to remember the day we had a couple of touchdowns called back. We lost that day.
10 yards. Out of the foul. First down.
Great return, Sean Jones. And we are going to take a 10-yard penalty here. Timeout. Pause for these
where he left off last week and then some by fielding that punt and taking it back 79 yards for a touchdown for Georgia. But it was all for naught as the Dogs were caught holding on the return, and with the penalty from the spot of the infraction, Georgia will start out 1st and 10 at its own 20-yard line.
Journal-Constitution says that Oklahoma State jumped on Oklahoma 21-6. They are somewhere in the second quarter, and there's a ball game that could really shake some things up. Oklahoma State, if they hang on to that lead, they'll shake up college football. 21-6 on Oklahoma, somewhere in the second quarter. Here, of course, we are 0-0. We've had a touchdown call back. And he had to juke a guy to get around one of them. Otherwise, he had a little room to run. But she got called back. Tech got a quick first down, almost got a second. Dogs forced him to kick, and he got his foot up into it real high into the wind, and it was coming straight down, though it was a pretty good kick. And Sean Jones was just off and gone. Georgia with David Green. We got him in an eye. We got two tight ends. We only have one wide out. Tech comes up into a 6-man front. And we're going to Musa, who cuts through a hole for 5, 10, 15, 18, 20, 23 yards, and a first down. Myers, a free safety. Corey Collins, a strong safety. Both had to shove him out. Boy, did Musa have a hole at that right tackle and then veered sharply out to the right. Dogs want to go no huddle now. Ball put down on the 42. We're in a shotgun with 3 wideouts. Texan a 4-man front. Now it's a 5. A linebacker has stepped up. Green talks to his wideouts and backs up. No score early. Snap. Going to hand it off. Musa trying to find a hole and drive. Got it over the 45 to the 46. But got about 3. Ricardo Wimbush, outside linebacker, was the first guy that hit him. Dogs in red, Tech in that white and yellow. No score first quarter. We've just had a touchdown call back. Now we're in an eye. Only 2 wideouts. And we go to Musa at the left tackle. They hit him hard just as he came across to the 49. He'd moved 3 yards. Got hit very hard there around the 49. But Corey Collins, a strong safety senior. Dogs now have come up to their own 49-yard line. 3rd down and about 3. 3 or 3.5. 3 wideouts, 2 left and 1 right. Backs are in an eye. Tech strong safety faked a blitz, then retreated. Now he's coming up again. David Green wants to pass. Looks, got all day. There he found a man complete to the Tech 40. Reggie Brown down to the 35. Brown was standing there wide open on the 40 looking at him. Squatted low and he put it right in his stomach and he went 5 more yards. Ricardo Wimbush, a linebacker, again came up to hit him. First down, Dogs moving. Georgia only 1 wide out to the right. That's Terrence Edwards. They have 2 tight ends. Tech's virtually got 6 men on the line. David Green decides he's going to change something. Now he gets back underneath the center. Run a toss sweep to Musa. The fullback missed the block, and then Tech just stripped him down. He lost 4 yards. Corey Collins, a strong safety, and Travis Parker, a big defensive tackle. Dogs lost 4, almost 5, and it's 2nd down, about 15. Let's make it a 5-yard loss. Now Gibson and Edwards are the wideouts, and they are split out. We had 2 tight ends in and could not block out on that edge. Tech's got a lot of men up front. Green back to throw. Fires complete, and Terrence hung on after they hit him first down on the 22. Boy, did he get wrecked by Myers and Cox in the secondary. Terrence Edwards up in the air, open for 1 full second. They really wrecked him. Dogs with the first down on the Tech 22. First quarter and moving. David Green underneath with only one wideout. Go to Musa again up the middle. And they'll jam him up on the 20. Maybe, no, he got to the 19. He got about 3. Malone to tackle. Myers, Jeremy Myers, a free safety, hit him. Going to spot it, I believe, on the 19. Or on the 18 and a half. Now Tony Milton is in. And Musa takes a rest. Last gain was a full 3. It's second down, a short 7. Still only one wide out. It's now Michael Johnson. Toss sweep to the left to Milton, looking for a block. Got away to the 15 to the 10. Fought his way down to about the 6. He went over to that short side and came close to the sideline. Fox, an outside linebacker, had to get him. Milton showed a little quickness there in getting to that left corner so fast.
Great block by John Stinchko and another one by Robert Brandon out there at the other tight end, opening up that hole for Milton. And like you said, Larry, his speed just got him right through that hole.
Ball is between the 6 and the 7. It's closer to the 7. So we're a good 6.5 yards away. First down, goal to go. Toss sweep out. And Milton trying to go to the left corner and forced out around the 6 and a flag down. Fox, the outside linebacker. Let's catch a possible penalty.
It's a face mask. So that'll work for Georgia.
Dogs will have a second down, but let's
5
see.
yard. Incidental face mask on the defense. 5 yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
So Tech will get hit with a hard penalty here because the penalty going to be stepped off from around the 6 or the 6.5.
Penalty is actually half the distance.
The penalty will turn out to be about a 3-yarder, 3.5 yarder. Put it back on the 3, and here we are. First down, goal to go on the 3. We're going to power eye and drive the fullback at right guard in there. J.T. Wall, as we fake a moment later to Milton going behind him. Wall banged 1.5 yards maybe. Myers, a free safety, jumped in with a lineman. Now Moose is coming back in, and Milton will sit down. Ball is on the 1. We are second down and 1 full yard from a touchdown. We've almost played a half a quarter already. Tech's got a lot of people up in the line. 7 of them. We run a man in motion. Run a big sweep with blocking. Here comes Musa for the corner. Touchdown! Big sweep. J.T. Wall and others leading him out, and Musa went to the corner. You could see that thing unfolding right away. And the Dogs have got the first 6 points. Billy Bennett to try the extra point. Bennett will try it. Kill, go, hold. Jordan will snap. Tech's got 9 men up on the line. Set it down. The kick is up. Good. And Georgia leads 7-0 with 8.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Timeout. Pause for these words on the Georgia
able to answer 3 early questions there. Number 1, the offensive line looks like it's got its legs underneath them. Those guards terrific. Jackson and Breedlove. Jackson especially with some crucial blocks on some of Moose's longer runs. Terrence Edwards can take a hit. He did so with his catch, 22-yard catch earlier. And would Georgia come out flat against Georgia Tech, as it has sometimes in the past? And the Dogs did not. 80 yards, 11 plays, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Musa Smith with the touchdown run, and Georgia with a 7-0 lead. 8:30 to play in the first.
Georgia Tech will have Watkins and P.J. Daniels as the deep men as the Dogs get ready to kick it off again. We're leading 7-0. We've had a long touchdown call back, so after the penalty, we just ground the whole thing out. The wind just blew the ball off the tee. We'll set it back up again. Stadium is pretty well jammed, though. I still see small clusters of people on the bridge. There are no seats in here that I can see. Still got a sun and still got a hard kind of a crosswind, as they call it. Kind of a west-southwest wind. Kerouac will kick off for the Dogs. 7-0 first quarter. And we hit it very high. Flag down on the play. Short kick to the 12. One man missed the return man and ran him out, Kerry Watkins, but we may be called offside on a kickoff, you guys. Something that you see every game, sometimes 7-8 times, and it is never called. But this one I think is going to be called. Loran, what do you got?
I was just going to say, Larry, back to the touchdown when the offense came off the field, the offensive coaches were saying to David Green, don't let up. That's good, but we've got to stay focused, and we got to keep moving the ball.
Dogs were offside on the play.
Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. We'll re-kick.
We have to kick it over again. From what I've seen in recent years, almost, not quite, but almost every kickoff, the kicking team is offside. This one got called immediately here today. Dogs lead 7-0, a little better than 8 minutes to go. Kerouac will want to set it up again, but now he has to kick from the 30, and Tech is going to get good field position out of this. Tech's front line on the kick returning team, the 5 men are standing in our 45. And the 2 deep men have come up near the 10. Down on the other end. Dogs have been milling about a little bit. Now all of a sudden they break running for the ball, and he kicks off. High, deep, and long. Chases him back to the goal line. P.J. Daniels to the 5, to the 10. Second man got him around the 12-yard line. Thomas Davis, the strong safety. And now there is a flag down there where the tackle was, so let's see what we got.
We're going to get a block in the back against Georgia Tech, Larry.
Oh, really?
That's going to push them back even further and make Coach Chan Gailey and friends wish they had taken that first kickoff return.
Dogs really covered that thing. Did you see how Kerouac hit it? He got it up up in the wind, I
believe. On the return, half the distance to the goal. First down.
Tech's got 2 tight ends. Tech out of the huddle, snaps up to the line on the 5. We're not quite set. Running back is Clinkscale. Tech with 2 wideouts. Jonathan Smith is now the quarterback. Smith running an option, coming out, and we hit him only a yard or less outside of the line. Jonathan Smith, a junior, is at the quarter. They say he got knocked back, but he had progressed to the 2.5. It'll be second down. Tech took a 5-yard penalty, lined up, and lost a couple yards right away. Now Suggs comes back in, and Jonathan Smith sits down.
Georgia defensive tackle Gerald Anderson just abused his guy and shot the gap to make that tackle.
Tech goes into a shotgun. 4 wideouts. They put one of them in motion. We want a blitz off the left corner. They pick up the blitz. Suggs fires complete out on the right flat. They're going to get a first down with it, I think. Will Glover, who was hugging the sideline from the 10-yard line on, got it up to about the 15 or 16. I'm going to say he's out around a 14.5. Sean Jones was the man that hit him. Tech getting out of the hole there. From a second down on their 2.5. They're up to third down now, and they need a foot. They're on the 14.5. Tech breaks 2 men wide. Jonathan Smith has come back in at quarter. Tech puts a man in motion, and they try to run the option. We hit that guy, and I don't know if he got to the 15 or not. Clinkscale got hit hard by Will Thompson, defensive end first. And we're going to have to look now at this measurement. If that's what it's going to be, I believe it is. Yeah, they're going to have to take a look at this. Boy, is this going to be close. They had to get the ball, I think, a few inches across the 15. I don't know how many. 7-0, Georgia leads, even though we've had a touchdown call back. Now they set the stick down, and it is short an inch or 2. Front nose of the football touching the 15, and they're an inch or 2 short. And they got a fourth down here. And Tech will run the punter in. Dan Dyke They used their number 2 punter the first time they kicked. Dyke is standing on the goal line. Dogs are in a loosey-goosey defensive setup, wondering if it's going to be a fake. Tick, 4th down, an inch or so. Trying to set up a return. Here comes a low spiral. Sean Jones took it on their 47. Trying to go right, then tries to go straight ahead and takes it only to the 41. And we'll be first down on the Tech 41 with a timeout and leading 7-0. Pause for these words on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network.
Another do-it-yourself message from Advance
on Georgia Tech's punters so far. Dan Dyke just kicking it 32 yards into the wind. Earlier it was Morehouse with a 39-yarder, and Sean Jones both times able to return them. Now, that doesn't even count the one that was kicked 40 yards that Sean Jones took back for 79 yards. If you're wondering where Jonathan Smith came in at quarterback, the junior from Argyle, Georgia, was a quarterback in high school. He passed for 386 yards and rushed for 710 as a senior. Larry?
Dogs on the Tech 41. 3 wideouts, 2 left and 1 right. We're in a shotgun. Tech with the backers up in there close. We're going to go to Musa and get him outside on a sweep for 5 yards or close to 5. Just shy of the 35. Wimbush got him, and Jonathan Cox, a cornerback, up to help him. Pause for station identification on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network.
DeKalb police shoot and kill a suspect who kidnapped a woman, then led police on a chase on I-20. Listen for updates on News Talk 750, WSB Atlanta.
Musa got 6 on a sweep to the short side. We're in an I with 2 wideouts. So we go to Musa and run him at the left tackle, and Tech jammed that up pretty good around the 34. Alfred Malone, a big sophomore tackle primarily. He got a yard or a yard and a half. We had been 2nd and 4. We're going to be now 3rd down and about 3. We are on the Tech 34. Have to get to the 31. Split Gibson left, Michael Johnson right. We're in an I. Tech in a 4. They got a couple linebackers standing up in the gaps. David Green underneath and now hollering at his lineman as he settles back underneath the center again. Run that sweep to Musa, who needs a block. No blocking, and they eat him up, and he lost the yard on the 35. Couldn't get out to the left corner. We tried to run a sweep with Musa to get that 3 yards, and Tech came up and jammed it up. Darrell Smith and Wilkinson, the linebackers, were on the stop. It's 4th down and 4 now, and we are on the Tech 35. We don't want to give up the football. We're just going to go for it. Got 3 wideouts. We are in a shotgun. Tech's got 5 men now on the line. One of their covermen slid across, and he goes back out with our receivers. We got 3 wide out. They're blitzing off the corner. He fires. Michael Johnson hangs on complete on the 25 and fights for 5 or 6 more yards. Down around the 19. Myers and Cox in the secondary for Tech got him. Boy, David just whipped that ball hard, and Michael Johnson hung on and got it to the 19. First down. And Tech was blitzing off this corner.
Musa Smith not only runs well, but he blocks well, too. Picking up that blitzer, Reuben Houston, coming off the corner.
We're leading 7-0. We are on our 19. 2 wideouts in an I. David Green stops and looks, and there goes that fade pass in the corner, overthrown and incomplete. And we try to put Michael down in that corner where he was at Auburn. Minnesota hit a 3-pointer right at the buzzer and just beat the Dogs in basketball, 72-69. Tony Milton now the running back. We're 2nd down. We are on the Tech 19 or just outside of it. Tried to run a little trap, scoot him off to the left side, and he got 3 yards or so. Malone the tackle. Myers a free safety. Hit him. I repeat, Minnesota hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer to beat the Dogs in round ball a few minutes ago. Here we are on the Tech 16. It's 3rd down now and a long 7. We got Edwards and Reggie Brown on one side. Gibson's out there. We are in a shotgun with 3 wideouts. Snap to David Green. Throws it out here to Milton in the flat, complete on the 20. Gets across the 15, got it to the 11. and yanked down from behind by Ricardo Wimbush. Watch a penalty flag back behind the line. Let's see what we got. Face mask on us, I think they're saying. That's an unusual call.
A personal foul face mask is the initial indication against the Bulldogs.
Tossing the personal foul with it, and that's going to push us back a bit.
A pretty good chunk, so what are you going to do now?
Personal foul, face mask on the offense, 15 yards, previous spot, repeat third down.
Now we're way back out on the Tech 31. We're leading 7-0. We've had one touchdown call back, and we had something going here and looked like we were going to get some more points. But now the penalty has made a third down and long. Better than 20. Back out on the Tech 31. Dogs split two men out. We are in a shotgun. Got two guys back there with David Green. Snap. Green retreats. Steps forward and looks. Throws over in the left flat, the only man he could find, and Tony Milton was just covered up and swarmed around the 29, a yard or so maybe. Fox, a linebacker, and Cox, a linebacker. Reuben Houston, the left corner, was there. Taking him a while to unpile that thing over in front of the Tech bench. And that little short pass, he didn't want to go there. He wanted to go deeper. He just had to give it to the back. Ball is on the 29. It'll be fourth down and long. Fourth down, about 21, 22 yards to go. Going to try a long field goal. Be held on the 36 by Kilgo. Tech, 9 men on the line. The kick is long and powerful. Good. Bennett stuck it in there with a lot of leg power, and it's 10-0. The Dogs lead late in the first quarter. Quick SEC timeout here.
Nails the 47-yarder and gives the Dogs a 10-0 lead with 2:29 to play in the first quarter. Loran Smith's on the sidelines. Loran?
Neil, I was just going to say, we talked about this pregame. Is Georgia ready to play? Up to this point, I'd have to say they definitely are. They're into the game here on this sideline. They want to win this football game. That's obvious. Now, if the defense can continue to bottle Tech up, perhaps Georgia can dominate this first half, but you can't sell Tech short.
Journal-Constitution scoreboard. Tennessee beat Kentucky 24-0. Georgia Southern beat Bethune-Cookman 34-0. West Virginia upset Pittsburgh 24-17. Watkins and Daniels are deep for Tech. Dogs will kick off again. 10-0 lead. Kicks it very, very high. Trying to find some wind, and it's deep. It's a yard into the end zone. Daniels a Tech out. Wanted to reverse, and we smother him on the 7 or 8 yard line. I think he was going to try to reverse, and a guy came running down there and wanting the ball. Derek White, a substitute linebacker on a kick covering team, was the first guy that hit him. So Tech with another booming, very high kickoff and a little shove from the wind, I think, is in a hole now, and they are on about their 8 yard line. A.J. Suggs, the quarterback. We got one back, got two wideouts. We're in a 5. We have a linebacker up on the right corner. Suggs going to take it. Back to the end zone to pass. We hit him as he threw a long one. And in and out of the receiver's hands in the 41. Curry was trying to cover and jump Levon Thomas, who streaked about 40-odd yards. Boss Bailey really took a shot blitzing on the corner coming after. A.J. Suggs took a shot at him, couldn't get him in time. Tech will be second down. Oklahoma State 28, Oklahoma 6 at the end of the half on the Atlanta Journal-Constitution scoreboard. Tech second down on their 8 yard line. They run a man in motion, one of the 4 wideouts. Suggs underneath, going to take it, run option, pitch to Clinkscale outside, gets to the left corner, got good foot speed. We knock him out around the 17. He gets out there pretty quick. Sean Jones had to knock him out. He's the guy that took over when Hollings got hurt, and he's had a good year, 5'10", 192, and the senior. And the ball is going to be spotted on the 17 and a half. Here they are, third down and 1. How many times in this first quarter has Tech had like third down and inches? Dogs lead 10-0. Tech only needs about 2 feet is what they need. 4 wideouts. They snap it back to Suggs. He throws long, complete on the right flat. And we cover him and hit him right there on the 25. Levon Thomas wide out there, throwing similar type passes, though not necessarily screen that Florida threw on us. Sean Jones got him, but Tech got 7-8 yards on that pass play and got a first down. That's the second time they've had a receiver deep, wide across to their right. No blocking in front of him, standing alone way out there, and immediately have gone to him. This time he took a few steps, however, before they threw it. Tech first down. They are on to 27. They're trailing 10-0 late in the first quarter. Only 2 wideouts this time, 1 in motion. And to Clinkscale, he starts into the hole, and we jam it up in there. David Pollock primarily. Got about a yard or 2. Jonathan Sullivan had a piece of the tackle as well. And Tech might have a man down. I think so. Tech's got a man down. He's not up yet. 1:23 to go in a quarter.
Well, that's Clinkscale, Larry.
Is it?
And they are running out of running backs.
He's had a fine season. Hollings went down early and really hurt him, though. He'd had 3 or 4 brilliant games. And Tech's down talking to that running back. 10-0. Dogs lead. We've had 1 long touchdown call back. We've had 1 very impressive drive, and we've had half of another drive. Tech is still with 3 guys looking over Clinkscale, the running back, who just tried to step inside, and the hole just shut right there, and he had got about a half a yard or so. He's still down, however.
Well, next up on the depth chart for Tech would be P.J. Daniels. He's a walk-on from Houston, Texas. He tore up Virginia for 95 yards rushing earlier this year when Tech upset the Cavaliers and snapped their 6-game winning streak.
He was grabbed from behind by Jonathan Sullivan first. Started down, and he and Sullivan both fell over somebody who was on the ground. Now they got Clinkscale up in a sitting position, which is usually a good sign. That's something, Oklahoma State having Oklahoma down by 3 touchdowns. Let's take a quick SEC timeout here. Third down. Tech. Dogs lead 10-0. Tech with 3 wideouts. Shotgun. Demarius Bilbo is the quarterback. Bilbo takes it and drops back. But we had flags flying all over the place first. So let's see. What an afternoon. Man, look at the sky. And those flags are going, but the flags have really been going today.
Sorry. On the offense, 5 yards.
Tech's going to have a procedure penalty here. And after that penalty on them, they're going to be third down and about 8.5 or 9. Ball's back to about the 27.
Third down. About 8.5 to go.
Bilbo. P.J. Daniels is the running back. Big Bilbo is the quarterback. Low snap, fumbled it, picked it up, stops, looks, fires complete right across the line of the 29. We knock him down on the 32. Levon Thomas. The quarterback could have been eaten alive behind that line. DeCorey Bryant and Derek White were the men on the tackle. And ball is shy of the first down. That'll be the end of the quarter. Dogs lead 10-0. Timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs.
It'll be 4th down and about 4 for Georgia Tech as the second quarter begins here at Sanford Stadium in Athens. With Kim King, this is West Durham, and Georgia leads Georgia Tech by a score of 10-0. And Kim, this first half, time of possession-wise, Georgia's had it about a minute and a half longer, almost 2 minutes longer than has Georgia Tech. And the Bulldogs have a touchdown from Musa Smith and a field goal, a good one, 46 yards from Billy Bennett for the only markers. Tech's offense has struggled. The defense, quite frankly, after the opening drive, settled down a good bit in that second Bulldog possession.
Well, they did. They made some adjustments on the running game. After Georgia's opening possession, they went 77 yards and 10 plays for a touchdown. They were simply blowing Tech out. But on that second possession, after starting at the Tech 41-yard line. Tech's defense really dug in on the run. Georgia did get one first down to the 19, but an incomplete pass, a Milton loss back to the 16, then a penalty, and only a 2-yard pass on the ensuing play led to Bennett's 46-yard field goal. So maybe Tech's seen something, and they've made some adjustments to slow the running game down.
Jackets have got to get the offense going, though, Kim.
They have to. Georgia can, they can dominate you by playing great defense, and Tech's got to get the ball down on the end of Georgia's field at least when they turn it back over to them. And now with a wind to their back, they'll have an advantage, but they've got to get some points, and they need to get some points pretty quickly.
No report officially on Gordon Clinkscale, but he is on the Tech bench with an ice bag on his left knee. Tech has got to get to the 36.5 for a first down as Dan Dyke comes on to punt it away. Ball is sitting in between the 33 and 34. Tech 2 out of 5 on third down as Sean Jones is deep to receive the punt. Jackets with the wind at their back now as we move to the second quarter of play. Tech had only allowed 28 first quarter points all year long before allowing 10 to Georgia in the opening 15 minutes. And there is Dyke hammering one into the sky up around the second deck. Jones at the 27 and spun around at the 35. And I think they might award him the 36. Andrew Economos, the center, and Matthew Etheridge from Tatnall Square make the tackle on the play. The punt is 41 yards. Boy, I tell you what, Jones is, he's the guy that replaced Terrence Edwards, who replaced Damian Gary, who had that unfortunate compartment syndrome injury, Kim, that has kept the flashy player from Athens out of the lineup. But Jones has certainly done yeoman's work back there returning punts for Mark Richt. Ball at the 36, and Donald Shockley Jr. is in at quarterback, directing the Georgia offense on 1st and 10. Play action. DJ Boots back. Got a good block. He'll turn, throw, ball caught. Michael Johnson, 45-40, 35, knocked out of bounds at the Georgia Tech 30-yard line. Jonathan Cox, as DJ Shockley comes in and tosses it 34 yards to Michael Johnson.
Or the bootleg. He was wide open, and a great throw by Shockley, running from his right to his left, throwing across his body. He got outside of contain that time and laid it up there perfectly for Johnson, made the catch around midfield.
Here's Shockley from a shotgun, working to his right, loads, throws, and it is caught near another first down on the far sideline by Fred Gibson. Marvius Hester there to make the tackle at the 21-yard line. Let's call it a pickup of 9 on the play. I'll tell you what, you could be a millionaire if you got $1 for every time they talked about DJ Shockley this fall.
Second and a yard.
He has been a point of discussion for Georgia fans since he signed here out of North Clayton High School, where he played for his father, Don. Here's Shockley on a draw. He got hemmed up. He'll be turned back by Wimbush and Collins, and lost actually a couple of yards back to the 23 on the play. This is a young man whose future, Kim, because of the success of David Green. And folks, I tell you, does Shockley throw it better, run better? All those things, you betcha. But Green wins games, Kim.
Well, and that's a big factor. Green's the leader of this football team. There's no question about that, and it's awfully hard to have a 2-quarterback system under those conditions.
3 receivers, 1 to the far side, 2 to the near. Shotgun for DJ Shockley with Smith to the right. Play action to Musa Smith. Shockley going to boot back. Now have to throw, and that's caught. Reggie Brown going out of bounds at the 10-yard line ahead of Reuben Houston.
He's let out by Houston.
Didn't look very pretty, but it picked Georgia up 13 solid yards, 1st and goal.
Good throw by Shockley that time. Looked like Tech had it played pretty well, but Shockley just jumped up in the air, threw a jump pass, and hit Reggie Brown going across the middle out in the right flat for perfect strike. Another first down for Georgia.
Well, a touchdown here would really make it a long day for the Jackets. They'll really have to get some things going if Georgia is able to punch it in here. Smith diving right up the middle for 2, maybe 3 yards toward the 7 before Darrell Smith makes the tackle. Georgia is threatening to blow this thing wide open, Kim, early in quarter 2 if they can get a marker here. 2nd down and goal. Let's call it the 8.
Call it a 2-yard game.
It is 10-0.
2nd and goal.
Georgia's moved it from its 36 to the Tech 8 for 2nd and goal. Wall and Smith in a 2 tight end eye with a single receiver, Edwards, here to the left. They'll fake the toss to Musa Smith. Shockley coming here to the near side, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. DJ Shockley makes it 16-0 with 12:37 to go in the first half.
Wes, they did it in a hurry. They went 64 yards in only 6 plays. Shockley's passing was the key in that last one. The quarterback bootleg that time just had everybody from Tech faked off. He got around the left side and he just walked into the end zone.
Touchdown by DJ Shockley makes it 16-0. Billy Bennett to add the point after. Jonathan Kilgo's hold, and the point is away and good. Timeout on the field here in Athens. 12:37 to go first half. 17-0 Georgia. Now a local message for our affiliates as you listen to Yellow Jacket football. 12:37 to go in this first half of play. Georgia 17 and Georgia Tech nothing. And Kim, all the things we talked about in terms of point of emphasis, pressure on David Green or DJ Shockley, stopping the run, all those things have been tough to come by for Tech so far.
Well, on that drive, they went 64 yards, 6 plays, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Shockley really brought a different dimension. He ran that bootleg and hit some key passes off of it and then had the touchdown on the bootleg. And Georgia's pretty much had their way here. They've had the ball 3 possessions. They've got 17 points out of it.
Georgia 23 plays, 160 yards. Tech 15 plays, 55 yards so far in the game. The ground game, Georgia 54 yards on 15 carries. Tech 19 on 8. We still don't have a word on Clinkscale yet. Watkins and Daniels are deep to receive the punt of Kerouac. And Kim, I tell you what, Tech needs something and they need it quick now.
Need a big play. They got to get something going to get back in this ball game.
Jackets trailing 17-0. This is the biggest difference in score, Kim. It was 19-10 in 1996. It was 14 points last year. 17-0 might be the widest margin since the 94 game at Atlanta. End over end kick. Watkins at the 13. Carry to the far side 20. Running with 2 red shirts at the 25. Forearms a guy. Out of bounds he goes. Just shy of the 26-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Braxton Snyder from Lexington, Kentucky. Thomas Davis from Randolph-Clay and Shulman there as well.
Pretty good play by Watkins that time to get Tech some pretty good field position up at their 26-yard line.
So here go the Jackets on offense. First down and 10. A.J. Suggs directing the offense so far in the ball game. He's 4 out of 7 for 36 yards. Loose ball. Football got thrown back all over the field. And Smith and Watkins far side. Thomas and Glover to the near side for Suggs. Got Daniels flanked to his right in the shotgun. Suggs drops back. A.J. sets down the field. Caught Levon Thomas. 50. Thomas 45-40. 35-30. Taken down by Sean Jones at the, well, they spot him out of bounds back at the 33-yard line. Oh, A.J. Suggs right across the middle to Levon Thomas. Good job all the way, Kim, for 41 yards.
Great catch by Thomas that time. Flank wide to the right. Went on a deep pattern over the middle. Georgia playing zone back there, and he caught the ball and had the angle on everybody and almost broke it all the way.
Youngster from Banneker, I tell you what, really turned the Jets on getting around the corner too. Daniel stays in as the lone setback. Watkins to the left, Glover here to the right. Suggs from under center with 2 tight ends. They'll give it to Glover, or Watkins, beg your pardon. The play got blocked. Carey will work his way toward the 31. And then Sean Jones, along with Kedrick Goldston and Kentrell Curry, make the stop.
Call it a gain of 1.
Gain of 1, maybe 2. Let's call it 2. 2nd and 8. Ball close to the 31-yard line after Watkins carry. Carey, by the way, his 9th total of the year for 40 yards. Glover, Thomas to the left. Smith and Watkins here to the right. Georgia's pressing the corners now on 2nd and long. Suggs drops to a shotgun. A.J. inside give. P.J. Daniels, and another good play by Jonathan Sullivan. Stopping Daniels at the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and almost 8 again. Practically no gain on the play for the walk-on from Houston.
Sullivan made a heck of a play that time. He just beat the block of Hugh Riley, slid off Riley, and made the stop on Daniels.
Kim, their front 7 is as good as advertised.
Well, that's what the Tech coaches say. This is as good a defensive front as they played all year.
Thomas here to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Suggs in the shotgun. Snap a little low. Blitz coming. A.J. sets. Throws. And Thomas broke the route off. Suggs threw deep. Thomas had turned back. Ray Blake now talking to
Great pressure. The pass is
somebody. I thought Blake was looking for a call. Now we get the TV timeout coordinator has come out on the field to hold up a hand, but it is 4th down, and Tech's going to punt here.
Monjay's going to try a long field goal.
Going to try a long field goal. His longest of his career is 51 yards twice a year ago, NC State, Virginia. This one's going to be 49 yards on 4th and 8.
48-yard field goal.
Wind at his back. Hal Higgins to hold. Snap, spot. Kick is blocked by Boss Bailey. Another one blocked by Bailey. Picked up by Bryant. Back at the 15. Bryant up the field and taken out of bounds at the 29 by Jimmy Dixon. Boss Bailey has made a living blocking kicks in Athens. The young man has got a vertical leap of nearly 44.5 inches. Timeout on the field, 17-0. 10:33 to go in the first half of play here in Athens. Let's step aside. A network message. When play resumes, Georgia's special teams this season, 3 blocked field goals, now 4 with that one by Boss Bailey. He's the owner of it. Kim, they listed in the notes at 46-inch vertical leap. That's his 3rd block personally of the year. The 8 blocks, 7 previous blocks have led to 26 points. 3 touchdowns, a field goal, a safety, 1 punt, and 1 missed field goal. Bailey blocked an Ole Miss field goal attempt on November 9th, a Tennessee field goal attempt on the 12th. He didn't block it with his hands that day. He blocked Philip Newman, the former Tech kicker's chance, with his gut. And here today, he got Luke Monjay on a 48-yard try.
He can get up there, I'll guarantee you.
And now all of a sudden the onus goes right back on that Tech defense.
Well, they played a lot, although if you look at the time of possession, it's really not that too skewed. Tech's had it about 7 minutes, Georgia about 10.5, but defense has been on the field a lot.
David Green in a shotgun, backs to either side, 3 receivers. No tight end in the set for Georgia. Watson is flanked out here in the boundary. Green looks, now throws back. That is Watson, the tight end, running. Lowers his head. A marker's down at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a hold on Georgia, I believe. Tackle was finally made downfield. The Yellow Jackets had Corey Collins and Marvius Hester there.
Wimbush and Hargrove.
And the Bulldogs are backing up.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards, spot of the foul, repeat first down.
Make it 1st and 18, and the marker was at the 20, so take it back, or the 30, take it back to the Georgia 20.
That's really a tight end screen that time. They throw the ball back to Watson, who lined up at tailback. They get a blocker out there, and number 71.
George Foster.
Foster made that play.
Tech shows blitz here. Green caught the snap with one hand, now sets, looks downfield, and that is caught on a deflection by Terrence Edwards. Jeremy Myers almost intercepted it, popped off his hands and into the hands of Terrence Edwards at the Tech 49. 31 yards and a first down. Well, brother, if it's going to be that kind of day.
Wes, this Georgia team has made more plays like this.
Yep.
I mean, Myers is right there for the interception, and Edwards just came in with a deflection and made a great catch.
Green under center with an eye behind him, tight end to the left. First down, play action. Now Green sets, throwing the deep ball for Fred Gibson. Hester is there. Gibson the catch at the 5. Touchdown, Georgia. Hester turned back to make a play. Gibson caught it, fell into the end zone, and Georgia's on the board again.
That's what Tech had to look out for, is just throwing it up. Green didn't throw the ball well. It was thrown up high, but Gibson, his big receiver, locked into the ball all the way. Hester, who was in pretty good coverage that time, he was actually behind Gibson. He lost the ball. Myers couldn't get over there, and Gibson made the adjustment and the catch and the touchdown.
3 plays, 72 yards. And Georgia does it in 57 seconds. 24-0. Timeout on the field in Athens. The Bulldogs in control. Now to West Durham at Sanford Stadium at Athens. It's 24-0 in favor of Georgia. The Bulldogs with 9:36 to go in the first half of play. Well, any question about overlooking or this game not meaning whatever, Kim, on behalf of the Bulldogs, has clearly been erased by Mark Rick and his club here so far.
No question. And they went that time, West, 72 yards in less than a minute, 2 plays. Edwards made a phenomenal catch, which on a pass that looked like it would be an interception by Jeremy Myers, who had perfect position. Ball got tipped around, and all of a sudden Edwards makes the catch at the Tech 49, and then the next play, Green just throws a Hail Mary up in the air. Wasn't a very good throw, but he got it in the neighborhood and vicinity of Fred Gibson, who had good coverage on him by Marvius Hester.
Right.
But he turned and made an adjustment. Hester never saw the ball, and Gibson scored the touchdown. So Georgia has exploded on Tech here. Not even halfway through the second quarter, they lead Tech 24-0.
Kim, the Bulldogs won 48-10 the day after Thanksgiving in 1994. That's the last time they had any lead resembling anything like this 24-0 advantage they have right now. And Chan Gailey and his Yellow Jackets have got to try and do something here to slow this thing down. Green has thrown yet his 21st touchdown pass of the year. The kick to Watkins from Kerouac at the 2. Carey at the 20. What a collision out at the 20. And finally Watkins brought down by Davis at the 23-yard line. Davis scooped up what he
give it to Georgia.
They are going to give it to Georgia. Watkins tossed up the football, and Thomas Davis recovered it there. He sprinted for the end zone, but they're ruling him down at the 22. So a fumble on the kickoff return has given Georgia the ball right back at the Tech 22.
Georgia at the Tech 22.
And things have just gone bad to worse, Kim, for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, this is unbelievable, but they're going to rule that Watkins coughed that ball up, and Georgia's got it at the Tech 22. They got a chance to get more points on the board.
1st and 10 at the Tech 22-yard line. Green from under center with an eye. Single receivers to the left and right. Play action. He'll look for the end zone on the first play. Now tuck it away, set, and throw it out of bounds over toward the hedges.
There's going to be a flag on Georgia.
Tony Hargrove and John Stinchcomb.
And that's a bad call against Stinchcomb for this reason, Wes. He was pushed by a Tech defense man into, couldn't see the Tech player. Hargrove, and he really didn't hit Hargrove, but the official didn't see him, Stinchcomb, getting pushed. If you watch the replay.
On the offense, late hit out of bounds, 15-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Tech got lucky on that call. That was not an intentional foul by Stinchcomb. He was pushed into the Hargroves on the sideline.
Ball back at the 37 after the penalty. I'd like to see a replay of the kick again. Yeah, I know there's some folks who want to see replays of fumbles from years gone by, but tell you what, Stinchcomb just got pushed into Hargrove, and then he did a little more action after that. Ball at the 30. That ball's got to go to the 37. These guys only marked it 11 yards on a 15-yard penalty.
Well, what do you expect?
Official timeout to remark the spot for the penalty. Line of scrimmages.
Brooks Whitmire, the public address announcer here at Sanford Stadium, who's best known for First Down Georgia, points out the oversight by the ACC crew. I'm sure Courtney Mozzie and his crew love that. 2nd and 25. Green play action again to Musa Smith. Down the middle for Watson. Overshoots him incomplete. Fox, I beg your pardon, had fallen back into coverage for the Yellow Jackets. Now it's 3rd and 25.
Smith and Fox with the coverage.
Well, that's the other thing that's been a factor in this first half. David Green nor Shockley have had any pressure. Nobody's been in their face. Tech's not able to get to him, and that's real trouble to give that guy time to get all those good receivers down the field and try to pick them out.
3rd down and 25. The ball at the Tech 37. Watkins ruled a fumble on his kick return at the 22. Green threw incomplete, and then there was a personal foul penalty after the play. High snap to Green in the shotgun on 3rd and long, and he's being sacked back at the Georgia 49 by Eric Henderson. The redshirt freshman from New Orleans, they spotted to midfield, and now all of a sudden it is 4th and 38 at midfield. 4th sack of the year for Hindu. Georgia now 2 out of 5 on 3rd down, and Kim, that's the first time we've seen the Tech defense do anything in the backfield.
That was a big play. The only play they've had in this first half. Henderson broke free and sacked Green for a huge loss, and Georgia's going to punt it away here.
Jonathan Smith, who returned 2 punts for 35 cumulative yards a year ago at Navy, in there to spell Kelly Rhino. Snap to Jonathan Kilgo. It's an end-over-end job that'll hit about the 20. Smith on the fly. Jonathan 25 and to about the 26-yard line, where Georgia Tech will take over. Timeout on the field in Athens. The Bulldogs in command, 24-0 with 8:16 to go first half. A local message now as you listen to West Durham. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to everybody. I know it was a couple days ago, but our best holiday wishes to you. Tech got it off to a pretty good start Wednesday night, Kim. Great win for Paul Hewitt and the Yellow Jackets. Tomorrow we're on the air at 12:30. 1 o'clock start with Georgia Tech and Gardner-Webb. And then Wednesday night we'll be at Williams Arena in Minneapolis as Georgia Tech takes on Minnesota. Dan Munson and the Golden Gophers in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. And a week from today we'll be at the Garden in New York for the MAC Challenge as Georgia Tech takes on Marist. So plenty of Tech basketball on the card for you. Georgia in control here in Athens. It's 24-0. That's really, Kim, that 3 down and out by the Tech defense. First time today they've dented Georgia's offensive attack at all.
Yeah, they got low pressure, and of course it came after Georgia built this 24-0 lead. This is really important for Tech to try to get some points on the board. They got to find some way to crawl back into this ball game.
Demarius Bilbo in it, quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. First down, snap to him. Debo sets. Now he'll sprint to the right side. Set. Hit as he throws. Deep ball for Kerry Watkins. Incomplete. Watkins was battling Sean Jones at the Georgia 22-yard line. The redshirt sophomore from Atlanta Westlake. And talk about an athlete. 6 foot, 244-pound redshirt senior Tony Gilbert had dropped from his Mike linebacking spot almost 60 yards to make a play as well.
2nd and 10.
Well, he just threw that one as far as he could throw it, and Tech almost came away with a big play. But unlike Georgia, Watkins not able to hold on to the ball.
Bilbo in a shotgun. Here's Demarius sprinting to his right. He'll set. Pressure coming from Jonathan Sullivan. Can't get away. And it is finally David Pollock who registers his 12th sack of the year and his 20th tackle for a loss of the season. Finalist for the Nagurski Award takes Bilbo down for an 11-yard loss back to the 15. Pollock, who told Georgia Tech coaches he didn't want to play defensive end out of Shiloh High School in Lithonia. He wanted to be a fullback, and that's the reason he signed with Georgia. He's making a living, amateur-wise that is, playing at the end. So the sack by Pollock makes it 3rd and a long, long way. Bilbo in a shotgun. Play action, sets, throws underneath. This is Michael Sampson out of there on the screen, out to about the 25, toward the original line of scrimmage. Pickup of 10, 4th and 11 with Boss Bailey making the tackle. Boy, Georgia has flown around this football all day today. Michael Sampson, the freshman from Louisville, Texas. And now here's Morehouse with the wind at his back. Although it's not nearly what it was when we started today, to punt it away to Sean Jones.
Jones, the single safety for the Bulldogs.
Georgia was 7 on the line. Snap to Morehouse. And Chris, a wobbly kick off to his right. Jones at the 36. Looking for blocks. Got one, 40, 45, 50. Here's Jones cutting back. 40. Runs out of that tackle. Cuts it back again. Brought down at the Georgia Tech 38, 37-yard line. Aether Brown from Macon makes the tackle on Sean Jones. And with 6:25 to go in the first half, Georgia has it 1st and 10 at the Tech 38-yard line.
West Georgia's just dominating this football game. Every phase of it. Kicking game, offense, defense, big plays. They've done it all here. Tech's had one big play, the Levon Thomas 41-yard pass reception. Other than that, it's been all Georgia.
1st and 10. Shockley back in at quarterback. Georgia with the ball at the Tech 37-yard line. Give is straight ahead. Musa Smith up the middle, down to about the 15. Tripped up at the 20. Couldn't keep his balance. Smith goes 22 yards to the 15. And they're not booing, they're moosing here in Athens. And Kim, I felt like I've said about a dozen times today, Georgia threatening again already in this first half.
Yep.
6:08 to go, first half, 24-0, and could be more here in a moment. Ball at the 15-yard line. Shockley under center with an eye. 2 tight ends and a single receiver. Give is to Smith, trying the left side, turned around at the 11 and brought down at the 10 by Corey Collins. 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the Tech 10. Georgia already leading 24-0 is trying to throw the knockout punch here in the first half.
Well, it might be the second knockout punch. They've really taken the sails out of Tech today, both offensively and defensively.
Johnson to the right. Wall and Smith staying at eye. Brannon the tight end to the left. Watson to the right. Tech puts 6 on the line. Here's the toss to Smith. Running to the near side. And boy, that is well played. First by Wimbush and then finished by Myers. Loss of 3 on the play by Musa Smith. It'll be 3rd and 8. After the first go of that sweep, Kim, Tech has been there the rest of the way today on that particular formation for Georgia.
3-yard loss.
4:54 to go. Gilbert will go to the right side. Or Gibson, I beg your pardon, to the right side. Again, 2 tights and an eye behind Green, or Shockley. Play action to Smith. Shockley going to boot out. Grove is chasing him. Hargrove bearing down. Shockley throws out of bounds. Overshoots Brett Gibson, who is the lone receiver, with Marvius Hester on the far side. And now it is 4th and 8.
Boy, nice play by Tony Hargrove that time. He refused to let Shockley outside on that bootleg play and showed good speed as Shockley tried to put a move to get around him. Shockley realized he didn't have a play and just threw it out of bounds.
Pass interference on the Bulldogs. Offensive pass interference.
And Tech's got to take the penalty, Wes, because they don't want to give up any more points if they can help it. And I think
pass interference on the offense. Penalty is declined.
Yep.
4th down.
My mistake.
4th and 8 at the 13. Ruled as an incomplete pass. Georgia now 2 of 6 on 3rd down. Tech today is 2 out of 7. 4th and 8. Billy Bennett will try a 30-yarder. Left-footed junior from Athens Academy. Kilgo to hold. Snap, spot. Kick is away, and it hit the upright and bounces in. Caught the left upright and caromed in for Billy Bennett. 27-0. 4:28 to go first half here in Athens. Bulldogs in control now. This 7 for Georgia to make it 27-0. Another field goal. This one 30 yards by Billy Bennett. The 8th of his Georgia career against the Yellow Jackets. And the Bulldogs now with nearly a 4-touchdown advantage with 4:28 to go before halftime. We saw Demarius Bilbo, Kim, possession before last. He had a 10-yard pass to Michael Sampson on 3rd and long. We'll see if he comes back here. Watkins and Daniels are deep. A.J. Suggs is 5 out of 9 for 78 yards. Georgia's had it just 2 minutes longer than has Tech today.
Watkins.
Time of possession.
Daniels are deep. Kerouac kick off.
High end over end kick by Kerouac, and Daniels missed the football. It's loose, and Georgia's got it at the 26. P.J. Daniels misplayed it, and Georgia's got it right back. Derek Holloway from Sharpsburg recovered the misplay by P.J. Daniels at the 26. And Georgia's right back there one more time. 4:18 to play. Brother.
1st and 10, Georgia, just shy of the 25.
Georgia starts for the 4th time in 7 possessions in Tech territory. David Green back in at quarterback. I formation, 2 receivers. Give is to Tony Milton, and boy, he's hit and hit hard by Alfred Malone at the 25.
Around the 25.
Pickup of a yard, 2nd and 9.
Fox and Malone with the stop.
Musa Smith, 62 yards today. Needed 48 for 1,000 yards on the season, the first since Garrison Hurst in 1993 to rush for 1,000. Single receivers again, left and right. Second down, 9 for Georgia at the Tech 25. Leading 27-0. Here's Milton, right side, and flipped over at the 20 by Corey Collins, landing at the 17-yard line. Pickup of almost 8 on the play will leave him just shy of a first down. Boy, Collins with a acrobatic flip of Tony Milton.
Picked up close to 8 yards.
Ball spotted just inside the 18, Kim, third and a little more than a yard. Tech has not helped itself with turnovers. Already 2 of them critical kickoff return turnovers, Kim.
Yep, kicking game has been decidedly in Georgia's favor, and turnovers, which Tech couldn't afford coming into this game, they've coughed it up a lot today.
Strong side eye, short yardage. Here's Wall inside the 10 to the 5, and touchdown Georgia. J.T. Wall took white shirts with him all the way, and the senior from Milledgeville burrowed 17 yards for the score, his second rushing score of the year. And it is 33-0 with 2:57 to go in the first half. Point after by Bennett is good. It's a 3-play, 26-yard drive.
Georgia 34.
In 1 minute, 21 seconds. Timeout on the field here in Athens. 34-0 Georgia. Back at 34, Georgia Tech nothing. Largest advantage for the Bulldogs. Kim, I gotta believe since 1981 when they won 44-7 in Atlanta as the number 3 team in the country. Well, the number 5 current edition of the Bulldogs is doing a pretty good job here today. Tech has turned it over twice, and each time it has led to, well, I beg your pardon, the punt. The first one did not. It led to a punt after some sacks and a penalty, but that turnover right there was costly. Bulldogs leading 34-0. That was a 3-play, 26-yard drive in a minute 21. High end-over-end kick again. Daniels will collect it at the 12, 20, PJ 25-30, and drives to about the 34-yard line before he's brought down by Thomas Davis, who recovered an earlier fumble as well. So Tech's 6th offensive possession of this first half will go from its 34 with 2:45 to go before halftime.
West Georgia's almost gotten 300 yards in total offense, 287 already in this half. Tech's only got 98 yards.
Ooh. A.J. Suggs at quarterback. Gordon Clinkscale twisted a knee perhaps. He has ice on it. Crossed to the bench area. He's not played since going out with the injury. So P.J. Daniels is in there. We saw Michael Sampson briefly. 4 receivers. Snap is low from Riley. Oh, Suggs off his back foot to Glover. 45-50. 45 into Georgia territory to the 42 goes William Glover. So Glover with a nice run before Sean Jones makes the tackle on an A.J. Suggs pass. 24 yards. And it's 1st and 10. The ball at the Georgia 42-yard line. Tech trailing 34-0 would just like to have something going to the locker room. Suggs bobbles the snap, sets, throws back underneath. Hit by Jones on Glover, forced the incomplete pass. I'm not sure Will had it, but he really didn't after Jones popped it. 2nd down and 10, Kim.
Suggs is having trouble getting a good snap from center. That one was high. The previous snap was low. And Jones read that little delayed slant over the middle. Came roaring upfield and really put a lick on Glover.
Jonathan Sullivan's right over the top of Hugh Riley. I don't know if he's getting him that much or not, but nonetheless, that's where the pressure's maybe creating some bad snaps. There's a fine one out of the shotgun. A.J. to throw, and almost picked off on the play by DeMario Minter, freshman from Stevenson High School in Stone Mountain, intended for Nate Curry. Or beg your pardon, Levon Thomas. 3rd down and 10. A loss here today by Tech more than likely will send them to the Seattle Bowl on December 30th at the new Seahawks Stadium against either Oregon or Oregon State on the Pac-10. Georgia plays Arkansas next Saturday night at the Dome in the SEC title game. 4 receivers, 3rd and 10 for Suggs. A.J. in a shotgun, drops straight back, sets. Deep ball for Watkins is incomplete, batted away on the play. Down there for the Bulldogs, Bruce Thornton in coverage.
I think you got to go for it here. If you don't kick it, you go ahead and go for it.
4th down and 10 at the Georgia 42, and indeed Suggs is waiting on the play call. So Tech will go for it, down 34-0 with 2:07 left.
4th and 10 from the 42.
Glover and Thomas to the far side. Smith and Watkins here to the near side. Sean Jones plays the deep single safety in Georgia's nickel. Pressure coming underneath. This is Glover, and he'll be short. Tackled from behind by Boss Bailey at the 33-yard line.
Boy, what a play by Boss Bailey. He was upfield on a blitz that time, and Glover caught it, did a nice spin move, and he was going to get the first down, but Bailey came roaring back upfield with great hustle and made a tackle from behind to stop him a yard or 2 shy.
Georgia's 8th possession of this first half starts with under 2 minutes to go, leading 34-0, and 1st and 10 at the Georgia 34. David Green at quarterback. 3-receiver package. Inside give. Musa Smith up near the 35 before he's turned back by Fred Wright. Senior from Immokalee, Florida. Holding Smith, let's call it 2 yards to the 36, and a timeout taken by Georgia Tech, I believe.
No, by Georgia.
Oh, by Georgia, excuse me.
Call it a 2-yard gain.
And we'll get a stop of the clock with 1:51 to go in this first half. And let's take it with them here in Athens. 34-0 Georgia. We'll step aside now. Their way every which way in this first half. Taking advantage of turnovers and more. Green on a spread out, and he'll tuck it away and be tracked down from behind just beyond the Georgia 40 at the 41 by Key Fox. That's Westlake getting after South Gwinnett there. Pick up a 5. Will make it 3rd down and 3. Kim, Georgia now with 289 yards of total offense. Tech with 131 yards prior to that run by Green. Now an official timeout is taken as Fox is shaken up on the play and down on a knee. And Tech's going to have to make a... Eric Henderson has come on. Jay Shoup and Clay Farr from the sports medicine area come out to attend to the junior from Atlanta. Georgia's David Green is 7 of 10 for 132 yards and a touchdown. DJ Shockley's 3 of 4 for 56. That's 190 yards of passing. Practically 188 yards combined. A.J. Suggs is 7 of 14 for 111. Damaris Bilbo 1 of 2 for 10. The difference in the game, as Kim told you at the top, is turnovers, who gets them, and what they do with them. Tech has given Georgia, Kim, the short field, and that means their side of the 50 1, 2, 3, 4 times in this first half, and it's led to 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Georgia had an opening 80-yard drive in 10 plays. They manufactured a 3-play drive, 72 yards in 51 seconds. 3rd and 3 now for the Bulldogs at the 41-yard line. Green in a shotgun. Drops back under pressure. He'll tuck it away and be tackled from behind. A fine play by Tony Hargrove for no gain on the play. Clock continuing to move. Under 90 seconds now to go in this first half. It'll be 4th down and 3 at the Georgia 41. Jonathan Smith will trot on to return the punt of Jonathan Kilgo. Kelly Rhino tried to get ready to go this week to play in this, the regular season finale for the senior from Atlanta, but just is unable to get that sprained foot to respond. So Jonathan Smith returns punts today for the Yellow Jackets.
Georgia will take a penalty here and let the clock run down to just under a minute to play in the first half.
Rhino's durability
timeout, Georgia.
And it is a timeout. My goodness, Kim, I was like you. I thought they were letting it wind down, but instead
they were just using time off the clock and used one of their timeouts. That's a pretty heady call by Mark Richt.
59 seconds to go. Well, Kim, I shudder to think what. I mean, I don't know what you say if you're Chan Gailey here. I mean, you're 34-0. Not one thing's gone right for you in this first half.
Really hadn't. Offensively, Tech hadn't established a run. The passing game has not been there. They had a chance on a couple of long throws that Tech receivers had their hands on, couldn't make the catch. Georgia on the other side has made every play they've had to make. They've made big plays. Gibson's gone up, had the touchdown catch. Reggie Brown's made some catches. Thompson's made some catches. Musa Smith run well in this first half, although after that first drive when Georgia went down the field in 77 yards in 10 plays and Musa got that touchdown run, they had some big running plays on that series, but Tech has really shut them down. J.T. Wall, though, had a 18-yard touchdown run, a 13-yard touchdown run.
Right.
And but it's been all Georgia here. They have just dominated this football game. And I was looking at the instant stats about the kick returns, and Georgia has really dominated things there. They've set up things very, very well. They've had punt returns 4 for 51 yards, had one touchdown call back on a punt return.
That's right. 78-yarder by Sean Jones, negated with a hold. Here's Kilgo out of the timeout now to punt it away for the Bulldogs, leading 34-0, under a minute to play first half, and it's a heck of a kick toward Jonathan Smith from the 13-yard line. Smith dances at the 15-20, spins away, still on his feet, up to about the 25 goes Jonathan Smith. Nicely done. About an 11-yard return by Smith of a 46-yard punt from Kilgo. So here in the final 44 seconds of play, Georgia Tech with A.J. Suggs.
The 25 with 44 seconds in the half.
Will go 1st and 10. Georgia went 3 downs in the punt there a moment ago. Ball at the 25-yard line, and the Jackets have all 3 timeouts. Suggs will go from the shotgun with 3 to the left and 1 here in the boundary to the right. Here comes Georgia on the blitz. He throws to Levon Thomas, who's waiting on some blocks. He got hit head on by Thomas Davis at the 27 and gets forward to about the 29. Davis is 6'1", 223, a redshirt freshman who has 50 total tackles coming in with 2 interceptions and plays all over the place for defensive coordinator Brian Van Gordon.
This defense for Georgia's got tremendous speed.
Yep.
They got guys that can run, and that's the difference. That's why they're probably number 5 in the country. They get to the ball very, very quick, all of them.
Jackets let a lot of time roll off there. 2nd down and 5 now at the 30 where timeout is called. Davis, Kim, they move him up almost as a 4th linebacker, and I think that's kind of the area he was playing in that particular exchange. Bill O'Brien told me earlier this week what they do with him and Boss Bailey, and because of their great athletic ability, allows them to. And when you got a talent like Gilbert in the middle, it really makes things easy for those guys on the perimeter.
Yeah, they've got great linebackers and good defensive people. Their front's very strong. Defensive secondary plays well.
Chris Ferris will come by at halftime with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution scoreboard. Georgia Tech will have it 2nd and 5, and it's 30 when play resumes here with just 18 seconds left to go. And we'll see what happens in the second 20 minutes, or second 30 minutes, because this first 30 minutes has been dominated by Georgia.
At the 30 with 18 seconds.
Largest lead in the series and at any point in a game, and I Kim, well over a decade, I think. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers. Snap to Suggs is low. A.J. scooped it out, flips it in the middle of the field. P.J. Daniels to a 1st down, and a marker's gone down in the backfield at the 21-yard line.
I think it's going to be a personal foul, late hit on A.J. Suggs.
Roughing the passer it is. Play went to the 39 to P.J. Joe D'Alessandris there. They're on the headset with Bill O'Brien upstairs down to our right. Head coach Chan Gailey participating in the conversation from the headset as he's away from that group down near the 35. any little bit will help here, Kim, going to the break.
Yeah. 9 seconds. Don't have a lot of time for anything, but Tech does have one timeout left. Maybe a deep throw to get Monjay into some type of range and let him try, although as long as Boss Bailey's on the other side, I don't know.
Man.
When you kick those long field goals, the angle has to flatten out because you have to get distance. And he's extremely dangerous on the long field goals. Monjay tried the 47-yarder, and Bailey jumped up and dropped. They need to get it down there where he can kick the ball up higher. Have a chance.
Suggs in a shotgun. Snap to him. A.J. drops back. Sets, throws, looking for Watkins. Intercepted. Coming back down the far side is Kentrell Curry. And he'll be knocked out of bounds as the first half elapses at the Georgia Tech 30. Third turnover of the first half. Snuffs out any chance for the Jackets to put anything on the board going to the locker room. 2 years ago, Georgia Tech led 15-0 at halftime. Ended up winning the ball game going away. Today, it's 34-0 at the break in favor of the Bulldogs. Stay tuned. Atlanta Journal-Constitution scoreboard with Chris Ferris and more after
Jay
this.
will kick off for Georgia Tech. We're leading 34-0. We got Jennings and Gibson deep, and he kicks it a mile. And I mean a mile and a quarter. It hit behind the back of the end zone. Yes, he had the wind, but the wind at that moment was not doing much. Loran, what do you got?
The message from the coaches at the half, Larry, was don't lose your intensity. Mark Richt told the team last week at Auburn, or the last game at Auburn, if Auburn had scored every opportunity, it could have been something like what it is here. And at the half, we were close enough to rally. We got upset and fought and came back, won the ball game. Don't lose your intensity.
Tech with a linebacker in the corner, almost a 5-man line. Green in the first play, passing in the left flat to Gibson, complete in the 32. 2 men will wrestle him down around the 35. Fred Gibson caught a ball reasonably close to our bench sideline. Jonathan Cox, the corner, was the first guy that grabbed him. And on the first play of the second half, we go 15 yards. Coach Dooley pointing out to all of us that he had a 42-0 lead on Tech in Atlanta at the half back in the 70s, and Tech came back and got 4 touchdowns. 3 wideouts, 2 right and 1 left. Tech in a 4-man line. Green now standing up in a shotgun. Tech acting like a blitz in the corner, moving linebackers around. Snap, handoff, and run. Musa got him outside for 5, 10, 15, 20, 23 yards all the way to the Tech 42. Jeremy Myers and the free safety and Reuben Houston, the cornerback, hit him. First down and a 42. Josh Brock is in for Alex Jackson, who got hurt in the middle of the second quarter. Hurt an arm, left arm, I think, or shoulder, and I haven't spotted him since. We have 3 wideouts. First down on the Tech 42. Musa really galloped outside that right tackle that time. Green in a shotgun, Tech in a 4-man line, and going to go again and get Musa out around the right, and he turned over the 40, got it close to the 38. Musa hit by Jonathan Cox, the right corner, the first man that came up from the secondary. Officials have put it down, on the 38. The gain was 4. Wall in, Reggie Brown, a receiver, comes out. 34-0 early here in the second half. 2 wideouts. We are in an I. Tech with the linebacker up on the right corner along the line of scrimmage. And we're going to run that sprint draw. And there goes Musa again, driving for 9 or 10 yards. Got it over the 30 to about the 28. Musa went at left guard that time and just blew straight ahead. Corey Collins, a strong safety, was the first guy that hit him. Tech's got a man down. Might be Collins who was on the stop. Loran, what do you got?
David Pollock is down here going with the crowd. Musa. He's leading cheers, Larry. He's into this game, and he's mighty happy. So am I, as a matter of fact.
Tech with a man down. Dogs have driven quickly down to the Tech 28-yard line. It's Corey Collins, the strong safety who went down, a big senior.
Well, it looks like Musa Smith may have just eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark for the night, Larry. He came into the second half with 64 yards. I've got him for 37 now, and that'd put him over by 1. We don't want to play that Dave Hampton game we were talking about. But something for Musa. A great night for him.
Collins is still down. Tech's got 3 men working on him over there. They lost the running back Clinkscale after he had 5 carries in that first half and went down and could never come back. And that sure didn't help their offense.
We had Glenn Harrison on the tailgate show today. Loran and I did, and Glenn was one who had one of those long touchdown runs at Tech in 1975, wasn't he? You remember that game, 42-0?
Yeah, I don't remember the run, but I remember they called him Gliding Glenn, or at least that's what Dan named him. He did. He just kind of flowed. 1 wide out, 2 tight ends in. Tech's in a 5, technically a 5-3. We're in an I. And hand off to Tony Milton, and Milton fought his way and got it over the 20 and got it all the way down to the 15 or 16. Another first down. Cox, the corner, again had to pull him down. It looked like David was going to do a play-action fake, but he handed to Tony Milton, who just came in at the running back, and Milton squirted forward to the 16 and a first down. Michael Johnson then. Terrence Edwards comes out. We are on the Tech 16, and it's 34-0 early in the third quarter, and we are moving. Got an eye, got 1 wide out. Tech comes up into a 5 again. David Green underneath. They're going to blitz up and tries to run in the big back end. There is no room, and Musa stopped dead, maybe lost a half yard trying to go straight in. Darrell Smith, middle linebacker. Alfred Malone, defensive tackle on the right side, grabbed him, put him back on the 18, lost a couple of yards, second down along 12. Milton out. Tight end comes out also, Brannon. Moose is back in. Dogs knocking on the door early in the third quarter. Gibson left, Michael Johnson right, 2 receivers split out. Texan a 4-4. David Green going to take it, going to try to run a sprint draw, and Musa grabbed from behind and pulled down in the 16, got a couple of yards. Fred Wright, defensive end, stopped the play. Tony Hargrove from the other side came over to help him. And we are now going to have, we're shy of the 16, third down, 10.5. We run Reggie Brown back in. We run Terrence Edwards back in. And we take a fullback out. Take Michael Johnson out. Third down, long, about 11. Gibson, Brown, Edwards are the receivers. And now David Green says we will take a time here. We are not set on what we want to do. 10:59 to go in the third quarter. Timeout. It's 34-0 on the Georgia Bulldogs.
From that exemplary first half for the Bulldogs as they lead Georgia Tech 34-0. It's the 4th time this season that Georgia has shut out a team in the first half. Dogs also did it against South Carolina, Northwestern State, and Tennessee. Now, if you're wondering the last time Georgia shut out Georgia Tech at the half, it was 1981. The score was 34-0. The Dogs were on top. Final that day was 44-7 Georgia. And if you're wondering about Georgia's biggest win ever in this series, that came in 1968 for the SEC champion Bulldogs when they beat Georgia Tech 47-8.
Oklahoma State 38, Oklahoma 21 late in the fourth quarter. 17-point lead for the Cowboys out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. We have 3 receivers now. Tech's loaded up the line. David Green's in a shotgun. Now they're pulling back. Now Green walks up to the center. 3rd and 11, sitting down on the Tech 17. Green takes a snap, tries to step forward and run, and they knock him down. Lost back to the 21-yard line. Big Travis Parker, a redshirt freshman tackle. He saw room to the right to run, didn't have the quicks to get out there, and lost about 4 yards or a little bit better on the play, and will come out and reach for a field goal. Oklahoma State quarterback has 358 yards passing in 3.5 quarters against Oklahoma tonight. Going to try a field goal. Kill goal going to hold. Jordan going to snap it. Oh, the kick is low, and he hit the crossbar and down. He did not get good into it. but it just hit that thing and fell down. He hit the upright earlier, but it went right in there. So we missed a field goal. It's still 34-0. Timeout, these words on the Georgia.
The good news about Billy Bennett's kick didn't get any points, but the good news still is Georgia took almost 5 minutes on that drive. That was good. An injury update, Maxine Gillis, sore shoulder. He'll probably play. Alex Jackson, sore shoulder. Probably won't play, but at this point, I'd have to say, Larry, I don't think it will affect his availability for next week.
All right, Tech is going to put big Demarius Bilbo back in at quarterback whenever they let us go. Now they will. Tech's on their 21. We came quickly down the field and got stopped, and we missed the field goal. Bilbo wants to run and breaks off left tackle. Try to slide outside, and we come up and yank him down. Curry was one of the men, having help from somebody on the bottom. Bruce Thornton was up there, too.
Curry and Thornton make the tackle.
So Big Bilbo got himself about 4.5 yards on the first play.
2nd and 5.
9:57 in the third quarter. It's 34-0. And we came very close to coming right down the field to make it 41-0. Tech 3 wide out, shotgun. Bilbo takes. We blitz off a corner. There was a bullet too hard, incomplete and low. Had a man there out the 35-yard line over by the sideline. He wound up like a baseball guy and really threw it. Repeating, the Dogs basketball team lost a heartbreaker this afternoon right at the buzzer up in Minnesota. Tech 3rd down, 6. 3 wide outs. They're in a shotgun with Demarius Bilbo. Crowd into it at the moment. Bilbo wants to run a quarterback draw. Here he comes, streaking wide for a first down. Somebody rolled a block into him. Sean Jones did out around a 37, but he got 10, 11 yards on the play. He slanted that draw. Didn't go straight ahead. He came outside, and it's first down, Tech.
He got a nice downfield block from Kerry Watkins, the senior receiver from Tech. 2nd in the ACC all-time in catches, and a good downfield blocker according to Coach Chan Gailey this week.
Tech up to the line. They're on their own 37. 2 receivers on the short side, 1 out wide on top. Shotgun. Big Bilbo play action fake and stops and looks and throws a bullet down the middle to a man open, complete. And we got 3 guys wrestling him down around our 30. Kerry Watkins open right in the middle. They've really worked us in that middle, haven't they? Got about 30 yards. Curry and Sean Jones had to yank him down. And Tech has come flying down the field to knock on the door here. We make a change at a DB. Georgia Tech has come quickly down to the Dogs 30. Got a 3 receiver situation. Bilbo fake again and is back again and is going to throw it 100 miles out of bounds down around the goal line. Intended for Thomas. And DeMario Minter was running with that receiver down the sideline, and they got down around the 5 when the ball sailed over him and landed out to the right of the end zone. 2nd down. 8:41 to go in the third quarter. Dogs lead 34-0. Again, Tech lost Gordon Clinkscale, their good running back, early in the first half. Snap. Demarius Bilbo coming out to run. 3-4 red jerseys grab him. He didn't get much. I don't think he got anything at all. He tried to come out to the right. Gerald Anderson, Sean Jones were 2 of the men that grabbed him. No gain. It'll be 3rd down for Tech. Bilbo is a handful when he runs those draws and things. We're short a player. We had to hurry up and get it back out there. Tech, 3 receivers, shotgun. Bilbo on 3rd down. Comes back to pass. Got good protection. Now throws long and hard and incomplete. Boy, we had a man up high and a man running right with him. Curry really jumped on that ball and may have touched it. Watkins open deep in the end of the end zone, streaking left to right. Bilbo's got quite an arm. It's 4th down now on the 30. They'll take another shot at it. 7:53 to go in the third quarter. Dogs lead 34-0. Tech puts 2 men out. up on top and one man down to the right. And we're in a 5-man front. Bilbo back to pass. Looking, fires. And it is complete, and we hit him right away and wrestle him down, and I don't think he got the first down. Depends upon where he spots him around the 21-yard line. Corey Bryant grabbed Will Glover and wrestled him around. He didn't get it. It's our ball. It's a good thing Corey tackled him as he did. He spun him around, and we have stopped that drive on the 21. 34-0, middle of the third quarter. Timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs.
How many times Georgia has stopped Georgia Tech? How many series? They fumbled 2 kickoff returns. I've got 4 punts, 5 punts, and a couple of times on downs now. So the Dogs defense has really done the job on Georgia Tech. Stifling the Jackets so far this game, and 1 interception, which was Curry at the end of the half.
Dogs on their own 21. We're in an eye with 2 wideouts, and Green takes it and steps back, and he fires. It is complete to the big tight end up on a 35, and Watson broke loose, off balance, fell down on their 40. Somebody had tripped him from behind. Corey Collins had, and he stumbled forward another 5-6 yards. David Green threw a perfect strike, and we got about 40 yards on it. We're just inside the Tech 40. Virginia Tech 14, Virginia 10 in the third quarter. Oklahoma State 38, Oklahoma 21. 2.5 minutes to play in that one on the Atlanta Journal-Constitution scoreboard. Dogs are first down just barely inside of that Tech 40. Shotgun, David Green looking, fires over the middle of Michael Johnson, complete. And the secondary yanks him down right away around the 21 or 2. Cox and Wimbush, a cornerback and a linebacker primarily. And so we just went 39, and then we went 19 more. We are now down on the Tech 21. Still leading 34-0. 6:55 to go here in the third quarter. Break Edwards wide out right. We're in an eye. David Green do that play action fake and sprint out to the right side and stop and look and fire, out of bounds, incomplete. He didn't get the man open he wanted. He did one of those things where he very deceptively fakes handing the ball and came out to the right and had time, but they had us covered. And it'll be second down. Gibson back in and take a big tight out. Robert Brannon out. We're leading 34-0. We are on a Tech 21. We were down here 5 minutes ago, couldn't get anything. And they took it all the way down to our end and couldn't get anything. And here we are back again. Green will be underneath. We're in an eye with only 2 wideouts. Tech has 6 men on the line. And we go to Musa Smith, who spun over the 20, got it down to maybe the 17. Had a little hole at right guard on a draw. Butler, the strong safety, the guy that hit him. Ball is outside of the 17-yard line. Third down and about 7. 6.5 maybe. Dogs up to the line. We split 2 men. Third down. Green saw something, straightened up and hollered, went back down underneath. And comes again to Musa, who's got a little hole this time and rolled over some people. Dove in a corner and scored a touchdown. They ruled he stepped out of bounds. They said touchdown, but the linesman said no, he was out of bounds. He didn't get it.
Right, the side judge threw the arms up for TD. The linesman said Musa just touched the chalk.
And so it'll be goal to go on the 2. Musa had slain it outside left tackle, and we had turned that part in there, and a linebacker had kind of bounced off him. So we line up. We go into a power thing, and Big Wall goes in. Touchdown at right guard. J.T. Wall, his second touchdown of the day. He banged in and got half his body in there. And the Dogs lead 40-0. And the field goal kicking chain will be coming in. Billy Bennett and Kilgo. And Brian Jordan. It's set down, and Bennett sticks it up in there good, and we are 41-0 with 5:46 to go in the third quarter. Take an SEC timeout here on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network.
Go Dogs! Go!
These are diehard Georgia fans, and yes, this cheering will go on for hours.
How do they do it? Green to Ben Watson, a 39-yard pass to kick it off was the big play on the drive until J.T. Wall crashed over from the 2. Billy Bennett's extra point gives Georgia a 41-0 lead with just over 20 minutes to play in the game.
Watkins and Daniels will be deep again for Tech. We kick into the wind again, but the wind is almost gone. The flags are just about lying limp. We break out of a huddle and approach the ball. Kerouac kicks it very high. Deep back is to the 3-yard line is Daniels. 10, 15, 20. Trying to get out to the left side and got out there. We knocked him out around the 30. See where they mark it.
Daniels on the return across the 30.
5:34 to go. Let's pause here for station identification. This is the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network.
The Disney cruise ship Magic returns to port with sick passengers again, this time 187 of them. Listen for updates on News Talk 750 WSB Atlanta.
Burt Jones, our rover back on the kick covering team, was on that last tackle. Tech's got the ball on their own 33. They fumble a snap, and everybody goes diving on it, and it's rolling out on the 25-yard line, and we're still diving down around the 20. Ball was being pushed and shoved and kicked, and Robert Gathers recovered for the Dogs, number 90, the sophomore defensive end. The first guy tried to pick it up and couldn't. The second and third guy were diving on that thing, and we got the ball just outside the 20. And Tech has turned it over again. We put Shockley in, who already has come in once tonight and sparked the place. It is official. Oklahoma State beat Oklahoma by 10 points, 38-28. Georgia on a Tech 21. Shockley fakes, wanted to run, and Oklahoma had a man come around the corner, just knocked him right down 2.5 yards behind the line. Ricardo Wimbush, the big linebacker. He was going to run a big fake sweep out to one side and come bootlegging out to the right. And the defensive end on that corner was coming in and got him. We're on the 23. Take Michael Johnson out, put Terrence Edwards back in. 41-0, 4:56 to go in the third quarter. Tech in a 5-man front. Shockley underneath on second down. Shockley going to fake and come right back and throw a strike. Dropped by Fred Gibson on the 16-yard line, and it hit him right in the bedbasket. Almost low, but not quite. It was up above the knees. So we're going to be third down now and about 13. Still leading 41-0. Run Michael Johnson and Reggie Brown back in there. Take young Jeremy Thomas, the reserve fullback, out. Take Terrence Edwards out. Dogs are on to Tech 23. Third down, 13. Shockley is now in a shotgun, and he's back looking. Fake the throw, sprints out, running, a man chasing him. Going to be in trouble, and got caught from behind and yanked down around the 13 near the sideline. He was juking a guy in front of him, and Henderson caught him from behind them. And the ball is going to be 4th and 2 on the 13-yard line, and we're going to go for a field goal, apparently. I think the crowd wanted more than a field goal.
Oh, they can smell the blood. There's blood in the water. There's no doubt.
So on 4th and 2, a long 2, we'll try to set up a field goal, being held by Kilgo on the 20. Jordan snaps, set it down. Bennett kicks, good. Not a pretty kick, kind of a flat sailing ball, but he got it through there, and it's 44-0. Let's take a quick SEC timeout again.
Field goal of the night makes it 44-0 for Georgia. A low line drive, knuckleball type field goal, similar to the one that he missed on at the start of this quarter. We were comparing it here in the press box earlier to Cannon Parkman's game-winning field goal against Tech in 1995 at Grant Field when Georgia won 18-17.
Watkins and Daniels deep. We break out running out of a huddle, and Kerouac sticks it very high and deep, 2 or 3 yards in the end zone. They'll down it there. Daniels will. Started out, but then wisely knelt down, and Tech will bring it out on the 20 and be first down there. Virginia Tech is still trying to stay alive with Virginia. They've got a 4-point lead. But Oklahoma went down. That makes you think a little bit about stuff. A.J. Suggs will be back in at quarterback for Tech.
I wonder what time Miami plays next week.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever television tells them to play.
Yeah.
Tech one running back, Daniels. Quarterback Suggs underneath. Their first down on their own 20. Fake a reverse. He runs an option and pitches it to Daniels quickly outside, and we hit him, but he got 7 yards. Thomas Davis, a strong safety, had to hit him. Greg Blue would come up to help him. Another safety. Tech's going to be second down. Ball almost on the 28. 44-0. Georgia leading late in the third quarter.
Thomas Davis and Mitchell with a stop. 2nd and 3.
Suggs underneath, one running back. We've come up into a 6 because our linebackers have come up on the corner. Suggs going to take it, pitch it to the back, and we eat him up, but no, he squirted loose and got the first down by crossing the 30. We had a big lineman grab that guy behind the line, gathers the end, about 2 or 3 yards, and then he jerked loose and reached the 30. Young Darrell Holmes, a redshirt freshman from Atlanta, was the guy that finally pulled him down, but Tech's got a first down just across the 30. UNLV and Colorado State are 30-30 late in the fourth quarter. Tech first down, trailing by 44 points. Suggs underneath, fakes to the back, comes back to pass, whips it, and we knock it down, almost intercepted. Chris Clemens, a linebacker, up high off both hands around the 40, and intended for Will Glover behind it. They have really been trying to throw in that middle. Dogs lead 44-0. DeCorey Bryant coming back in there in the lineup. Big Gerald Anderson going back in there. Tech is 2nd and 10. They put 4 receivers out. Jonathan Smith, for the second time, has shifted over to quarterback. Smith going to take it, wants to run an option. He did. He cut inside of our linebacker and breaks out over the 45-50. We're going to have a one-man with a shot at him, and he's going to get him, but way down around the 23-yard line. Mario Minter was the only one that could run with P.J. Daniels on that play. Boy, did he take off going. They ran an option. Jonathan Smith ran the option, juked out good, never pitched it, and really scurried straight ahead. Jonathan Smith, a junior, had a long run on the first down of the 23, and Tech will knock on the door here. We had some guys missing tackles on that play when he came through the line. Smith is still a quarterback. They have 2 receivers, hands off to the running back, and Daniels went straight ahead and crossed the 20. Got about 5 yards on the play. Derek White hit him, and Robert Gathers hit him. They put it down on the 19. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tech down there really threatening. 98 seconds left in this third quarter. We make a couple of changes at defensive back. Tech puts 4 wideouts out on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jonathan Smith stops, gets in trouble, breaks out to the left, curled around the corner, and we finally yanked him down on a 16. He's a little handful to run. Ryan Davis, a cornerback, had to get him. They run Shedrick Wynn back in at a defensive end. Tech's going to be 3rd down on our 16-yard line, 3rd and 3. Put Davis back in the secondary also. 51 seconds and the clock running in the third quarter. We're leading 44-0. Tech may be about to get on the scoreboard here. 2 wideouts, 1 running back. Jonathan Smith fakes, sprints out here to the right, fakes a pass, stops, and then does throw, and it is complete to a big tight end. We hit him. The guy that hit him, I think, is hurt. I didn't like the way he hit him. He hit him low, head on, down around the knees. He's up slow. Like Fauci, a tight end. That was DeMario Minter who hit him. We'll take him out because he hurt his shoulder, I believe, his right shoulder. Ball is on the 4. A.J. Suggs is back in at quarterback and check his first down. Goal to go there. On the 4-yard line, they're going to full house backfield. Suggs going to take it and hand to the back, and we hit him on the 5 and drove him back. Will Thompson, the end, hit him. Sampson, the running back, started in, and we really straightened him straight up. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. It's 44-0. Let's pause for a timeout on the Georgia Bulldog Radio
Network. With Kim King, West Durham, final 15 minutes of play. Georgia 44, Georgia Tech nothing. Tech will have it 2nd and goal at the 4 when play resumes. A.J. Suggs at quarterback. A minute ago, Kim, they went almost like a T formation there.
Well, they did. They had 3 backs lined up, and that way they got 2 lead backs blocking for Zimafei, but Georgia had too much penetration.
Jackets being shut out here, 44-0 as we go to the final quarter of play. Many thought low-scoring game. Only a 9-point spread coming in, but Georgia got touchdowns in 3 of their first 4 possessions and scored in 6 of their first 7 possessions today to take a commanding lead going to the locker room at halftime. The Bulldogs have added a field goal and a touchdown here in the second half, Kim.
When they talked about low scoring, they got it half right.
Yeah.
Tech's struggle. Georgia has just blown the hinges off the door.
And many of this 86,000 are headed for the exits already. Gordon Clinkscale went out with a first quarter injury. And we'll see what kind of formation Tech goes with here on 2nd and goal at the Georgia 4. The Bulldogs and Yellow Jackets in their 97th meeting. Near side is Curry. Glover, Watkins to the far side. Daniels the deep lone setback. Tight end to the left. Suggs from under center. Drops back. A.J. throws out in the flat. Overshoots Daniels, incomplete. 3rd and goal.
Had him wide open, Wes, and nobody in man coverage for Georgia had Daniels. If he catches the ball, he's got a chance to get in the end zone, but ball thrown a little high. Daniels already dropped one kickoff, fumbled one kickoff. Just couldn't hold on to it.
Tech 4 of 11 on 3rd down.
3rd down, goal to go.
We'll try on 3rd and goal at the 4. Levon Thomas to the right. 3 receivers. Jonathan Smith, Will Glover, Kerry Watkins to the left. Suggs from under center. 3 steps. Loops to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Jonathan Smith. So A.J. Suggs on a 4-yard touchdown to Jonathan Smith. And Tech is on the board with 14:46 to play in the ball game.
Pretty good throw that time, and an even better play by Jonathan Smith. Man coverage, the ball was just thrown up there, and he saw it, made the adjustment, went up and got it.
10 plays, 80 yards in 4 minutes, 4 seconds. Smith had a hand at both ends of the drive. Great run and the touchdown catch. Monjay's point after him. Boy, the Bulldogs almost blocked it, and it is good. Georgia was trying to snap Luke's streak at 156 in a row. Instead, he kicked 157 through. Timeout on the field, 44-7. Georgia in front. Georgia 44, Georgia Tech 7. Jackets finally get something going, Kim, and believe it or not, it comes behind Jonathan Smith for the most part in that drive.
Well, that option play where he kept it and ran 40-some-odd yards.
Yeah.
That was a key play of that drive, but clearly Although it's late in the game, that's obviously Tech's best drive, 10-play drive, 80 yards. Finally got on the board with 14:46 to go in the game.
And Gibson.
Georgia deep to receive with Tim Jennings and Fred Gibson.
Or deep for the Dogs.
Luke Monjay will kick it away. Tell you what, Georgia came awfully close to snapping that extra point streak, didn't they?
They did. Somebody came free inside.
Here's Monjay, high end over end kick. It'll be Jennings playing it on the fly at the 10, looking here to the near side. 15, trying to sweep to the corner. Got a couple of blocks, and he'll be taken down at the 27-yard line. Looked like Sherrod Williams was there with Matt Etheridge for the Yellow Jackets. Just shy of the 27, maybe. And that's where the Bulldogs get started. Georgia and Arkansas next Saturday night at the Georgia Dome for the Southeastern Conference Championship. Winner goes to the BCS. Loser either the Capital One Bowl or the Cotton Bowl. Ball at the 27-yard line. DJ Shockley, quarterback in the shotgun. Two to the left, one to the right. On the blitz, shoots it underneath. And this is Brian McClendon, a freshman, out across the 35. Tackled by Travis Parker at the 36-yard line.
Tackle was made by
Pickup of 9. McClendon is from Atlanta Mays, 6'1", 180-pound true freshman.
Very close to a first down.
Second down and 1 at the 36.
Second down.
McClendon will go to the left. Mario Rayleigh, a true freshman from Independence High School in Charlotte, will go to the right. I formation behind Shockley. He'll go straight ahead, and that's Jeremy Thomas, redshirt sophomore from Loganville, who goes a couple of yards for a first down to the 38. And they'll whistle the play and move the chains.
Number 41, Jeremy Thomas, carries for the first down.
So the ball will be spotted at the 38, first and 10. Clock continues to move after they'll set the chains, and we're under 14 minutes to go in this 97th meeting between Tech and Georgia. Shockley in the Georgia offense. First down, straight ahead. This is Thomas again. Out to about the 41, maybe the 42. Fred Wright, Gary Johnson make the stop. Second down, let's call it a long 6. Georgia with 449 yards of offense and change in almost 60 plays. Tech with 274 and 49 plays. Suggs 10 of 20 for 130, a touchdown and interception. Damaris Bilbo 3 of 7 for 52 yards. David Green's day, I bet, is done. 205 yards on 10 of 14. Second and 6 for Shockley in Georgia. Play action, he'll drop back, looks, throwing for Rayleigh, and it is caught. What a sensational catch by Rayleigh. Hit right away by Jonathan Cox at the 37-yard line.
Wes, that's been the difference of the game. This game's out of reach for Tech, but every big play that's been made tonight has been done by Georgia. Tech has had one or two that were sort of big plays, but Georgia just makes big play after big play. That's a hallmark of their offense.
Mario Rayleigh, who caught 100 balls for 1,500 yards as a senior for Tommy Knotts at Independence High School. On the receiving end there. First and 10, ball at the 37 of Georgia Tech. Bulldogs leading 44-7. Sprinting here to the near side is Shockley. Now looking to get out of trouble. Finally got shoved out of bounds by Darrell Smith at the 38-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play. Well, Darrell Smith played well today, but when you're down 37 points, you may have played well in spots, but overall it's just not been a very successful venture for Georgia Tech in any fashion today.
No, nobody can feel good about this one.
McClendon will go to the left. Michael Johnson to the right. Boy, Mark Rick was really upset with McClendon a moment ago. He didn't block anybody, and that's how come Shockley got hemmed up over there in front of the Bulldog bench. Second and 11 at the 38 at Tech. Shockley on a toss play. This is Milton trying to slice through, and he got out of one hole and spun through another down to about the 33. Pretty good running by Milton for 5 yards.
Tripped up by Wimbush.
It'll be third down and 6. Ball at the 33. Clock works its way towards 12 minutes. It's gotten a little cool They have a temperature, a thermometer here on the scoreboard at Sanford Stadium says 55 degrees, but
those Georgia guys, they can't count.
Oh, gee. Single receivers left and right. Tight end to the left. Here's Shockley dropping back. Looks back left. Throws incomplete. Broken up by Hester on a pass intended for Brian McClendon. Crowd wants pass interference. Looked like a pretty good bang-bang effort there. Georgia now 4 of 12 on third down. 9th breakup of the season for Hester.
Georgia's going for it.
4th and 6 at the Tech 33. Clock stops with 11:49 to play. Rayleigh comes in. Gives Shockley some instructions. Play clock at 10. And
Georgia will take a timeout.
Yep. Now a timeout asked for by DJ Shockley. But the play clock winding down.
Timeout.
Whatever happened there didn't go the way the Bulldogs wanted it. Timeout on the field. 44-7 Georgia. 11:49 to go in the ball game. Georgia has led all the way today and is convincingly in front here, 44-7. Regardless of how this turns out, it's going to be one of the biggest margins of victory in, well, Kim, almost 20 years in this series. You go back to the 94 game, it was roughly a 30-point spread, I guess. We talked earlier about the biggest advantage. The hard part about all this will be the determinations after of how close this has been over the last handful of years, and now all of a sudden to see such a separation in scores like this will
4th down, 6 to go.
Certainly
33.
Bring about the analysis from every direction. 4th and 6, and Georgia is going for it. Leading 44-7 with under 12 to play. Shockley in a shotgun, 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Play clock at 4. Shockley takes. Now sprints back up the middle. He's got the first down. 20. Marker down in the backfield, and I bet that's a hold on Georgia.
That's what the call is going to be. They had a hold on the tight end that time. Robert Brannon, I think Reach was a guilty guy, reached out there and grabbed hold.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards. Spot of the foul. Repeat 4th down.
Markers at the 26. Would take the play back to the 36. Still make it 4th and 9. Crowd here is looking for blood now. I can promise you that.
They want more.
Oh, yeah. Much as you can get. Be 4th and 9 after the penalty. Back at the 36.
Back to the 36 following the holding penalty.
And I suspect J.T. Wall's coming in, and so is Jonathan Kilgo.
Bring up 4th and 9.
John Fabrice is the kind of the special teams coordinator for Georgia, former junior varsity coach at Georgia Tech in 1980. He'll punt it away, Kilgo will, to Jonathan Smith. And that's headed to the end zone. That ball is 9 yards deep in the east end and out of bounds. And we'll get a little pushing and shoving down there with, we got Ben Watson. And it's hard to tell. Alfred Malone, I believe. And in a 37-point game, biggest margin since 1994, we're getting a bit of a flashback to 94. Not quite the all-out melee they had in the south end zone at Grant Field, Kim, but a little frustration on behalf of the Jackets and a little over-anxiousness on behalf of the Bulldogs.
Dead ball. Personal foul on the kicking team. We got a dead ball. Personal foul on the receiving team. The penalties cancel. First down.
Well, we get a timeout first. 11:04 to go. Tech will have it at the 20, trailing 37 points after a local message as you listen to take dead ball personal foul penalties against both Tech and Georgia. Puts the ball at the Jacket 20 with 11:04 left. 44-7 in favor of 5th-ranked Georgia. Reminder to many of you, Tech basketball continues tomorrow afternoon. We're on the air at 12:30 for a 1 o'clock start between the Jackets and Bulldogs of Gardner-Webb. Rick Scruggs' program and the Atlantic Sun played Tennessee to a 2-point game at Knoxville and has won almost 70 games in the last 3 years. This 37-point difference, Kim, the most since '94. That was a 38-point game. 48-10 on the Friday after Thanksgiving at Grant Field. 44-7 in 1981 and 47-8 in 1968. Jonathan Smith will be the quarterback as play resumes
at the 20.
here in Athens. Smith engineered or helped engineer the only touchdown drive of the game for Georgia Tech. In motion goes Watkins. Here's Smith. Option, pitches to Carey. He fumbled the football, and did Georgia get it? Or did Tech get it? Well, they're waving as if it were an incomplete pass.
I think they're going to rule that he threw the ball forward.
Right.
And therefore it's a pass and incomplete.
The play was ruled a forward pass, incomplete.
Well, and that'll be met with plenty of consternation here at Sanford Stadium.
I don't think they're going to be happy until they take Chan Gailey out there and cut his head off.
A.J. Suggs will come in at quarterback. Lone setbacks P.J. Daniels. Kerry Watkins to the near side. Now we get a reset of the play clock. This crowd is booing up 37. Most of the upper deck at the horseshoe end at the east end is cleared out of here, but those that are staying are getting after it. Suggs drops back. A.J. to his right, sets, throws, caught. Watkins going out of bounds up near the Tech 40-yard line. 20-yard gain. Carries momentum, carried him into the bench across the way. There are a handful of things that I'm thinking of at this juncture.
Would you give me some good topics?
I thought for a moment that most of the people that are staying and booing are the folks that were out of here at the drop of a hat 2 years ago. Suggs from under center with two tights and single receivers. Play action. Blitz coming. A.J. in trouble. Sacked. Thomas Davis back at the 30-yard line. I've been very impressed with the redshirt freshman from Randolph Clay and Shellman with his, tell you what, his aggressive play at both positions, Kim, in the secondary and as a linebacker, have really been something. Suggs sacked. Ball back at the 30 now, 2nd and 20. Or just shy of the 30, 2nd and 19.
19 at the 31.
Courtney Mozzie in his final ball game after 30 years as a collegiate football official is going to be booed out of here by the Bulldog Nation. Knocked out of bounds is Watkins. Suggs throws complete and a marker thrown late. And that's really going to fire the crowd up if this is a late hit.
That's what it's going to be. They're going to penalize
Kenny Bailey and Chris Clemens. Kim knocked Watkins out of bounds a little late. They're having a discussion across the way. I bet Courtney Mozzie saying, you boys really want to throw this flag?
No flag.
Here it is.
Disregard the flag. Disregard the flag. 3rd down.
Tommy Robinson, Tech's receivers coach, can't believe it.
Yeah,
3rd down and about 15, Kim, from the 35.
The crowd got that one.
Yeah.
With all that booing, they didn't want to throw another flag.
Oh, yeah, it was clearly a late hit.
Yep.
Courtney Mozzie stepped over in that huddle and said, you boys sure you want to stand by this one here?
We got to get out of this.
We got to get out of here, remember. Under 10 minutes to play. It's 3rd and 15. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Suggs will drop straight back. Bulldogs on a blitz. A.J. throws. Beyond the reach of LaVon Thomas, incomplete. Kenny Bailey in coverage. So Tech 4 out of 12, just 25% on, or 33% today on 3rd down. And the Jackets will punt it away. And I wonder, Dan Dyke trotting on, if Mark Rick is going to let Corey Phillips take some snaps here in quarter 4.
Well, he was warming up, and I think he's going in. He's got his helmet on talking to Mark Rick on the sideline.
I think Virginia Tech, by the way, Kim, has beaten Virginia. Dan Dyke to punt it away. End over end kick, not a very good one. It'll hit at the 35, take a Tech bounce inside the 30 of Georgia and be downed at the 27. Timeout on the field in Athens. 9:40 to play. 44-7. 9:39 to go. Quarter 4 here in Athens. 44-7. Georgia's led all the way today on the Yellow Jackets. Corey Phillips, a guy who sent Jim Donnan videotape from Hart County High School and said, hey, I'd like to come over and play in your program. They gave him a chance to walk on. Lo and behold, he ended up 2 years ago being a starter. Started the ball game against Tech 2 years ago. But with the arrival of David Green and DJ Shockley, he's been relegated to third string. And Phillips will get a shot here this afternoon, or early into the evening, I should say. It'll be first down and 10.
Wes, the 3 keys, I thought, to the game. Turnovers. Tech had to win the turnover battle. Well, they lost it. They've had 4 turnovers today, 3 fumbles, 1 interception. Georgia hadn't turned it over once. Secondly, slow the Georgia running game. Georgia's got 196 yards on the ground. Third, score some points. Scoreboard speaks for itself.
As Brother Al used to say, you're not the best in the business for nothing there, Kimbrough. First down give is to Tyson Browning, freshman from Watkinsville, Georgia. Digs out a yard before Travis Parker hit him.
Tackle made by Parker, 2-yard gain.
Second down 8, ball at the 29. Kim, it is hard to fathom, as good as Tech felt about this ball game, that this is what's transpired. Because as you and I both know, they felt very good about where they were in their preparation and their game planning this week.
Yeah, it's totally surprising. Again, Georgia 5th team in the country, and everybody knew that. Now Georgia's going to get a flag for having 12 men in the huddle when they broke it.
Yep.
And it'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Mark Rick really upset down on the Georgia sideline with Michael Turner, third string tight end from Snellville.
No foul, only 10 men on the field.
Oh, I see. Well, they didn't have 12.
And he was yelling at Ernie Benson, the line judge from Albany, during that whole process. Must be yelling, we only had 10. I was trying to get 11. Here's a toss on the near side to Browning, trying to sweep here to the corner. And he got knocked out of bounds by Marvius Hester. And we get a little pushing and shoving, and now more flags. Browning was knocked out of bounds after a yard loss. It would have been 3rd and 9. These might be offsetting personal fouls. Again.
Dead ball. Personal foul on the defense. 15 yards. First down.
Nope. Just one way this time. First and 10. Move the football out near the 42, 43-yard line. 8:49 to go.
That's a crowd pleaser call.
Again, trying to get out.
Yeah. Trying to make it up.
Oh, me. Hester's gone out of the game, I believe, and Georgia Tech's made a change in the secondary. Here's the give to Browning, and whoa, heavens to gracious. Oh, he spun away from, I thought he was snowed under at about the 44, Kim, and all of a sudden he squirted out across the 45 to the 46. Third straight carry for Browning. Second down and 7 out at the 46.
Second and 7 at the Georgia 46.
Georgia Tech has got Malone, Henderson, Parker, Fred Wright, Darrell Smith, Ricardo Wimbush, Aether Brown, Tony Hargroves checking in. Secondary's got DeJuan Landry. Marvius Hester comes back in with Reuben Houston, Jonathan Cox, and Jeremy Myers out there. Second and 7. Ball at the 46 of Georgia. Dogs lead by 37. Give us to Browning. Tried to cut it back in. Did so. 45 across midfield. And brought down at the Tech 48 by Hargrove. Browning's just 5'11" and $170 from Oconee County High School, and
it'll bring up 3rd and a yard.
He scoots around pretty good. 3rd and about a yard and a half. in Tech territory to 48. Phillips will come here to the near side. Mark Richt gives him the play with 12 on the play clock. He'll have to hustle here. Georgia's only got one timeout left. Play clock at 3, 2. Finally, here's the last Bulldog timeout of the ball game.
Timeout, Georgia.
Good thing they had a 37-point lead, Kim. Because
I was going to say, does it make any difference they use our last time?
I was getting ready to say, 7:23 to go. Georgia calls the timeout. Bulldogs have got guys in there you got to hunt the chart a little bit to find. Gabriel Galt, 5'10", 172-pounder junior from here in Athens. He's come into the ball game. Bulldogs in Arkansas next Saturday night. Tech will wait on its postseason destination, but it looks like December 30th in the Pacific Northwest against either Oregon or Oregon State. Chan Gailey will be 7-5 through the regular season in his first year in Atlanta.
3rd and 1.
3rd down and a yard. Phillips from under center. Drops back, sets, throws, caught. 1st down. Mario Rayleigh at the 42-yard line, tackled by Jonathan Cox. Pick up a 6.
Mario Rayleigh for the 1st down.
Georgia converts. It's 5th 3rd down and 13 tries.
Made by Cox.
And it's 1st and 10 at the Tech 42.
1st and 10 Dogs.
Clock was 7:11 left to go here in Athens. 44-7. UPS Locker Room Show follows us here tonight. And Tech basketball tomorrow on many of these same stations. High formation. Here's Phillips handing to Thomas, and that is going nowhere. Thomas gets a yard. Lost maybe 2 back to the 44 on the play. Boy, Tech had that played very well. It's a loss of 2 back to the 44. 2nd down and a dozen. With 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Georgia will win for an 11th time today. A win next week would give them 12. Here's Phillips giving to Browning on 2nd and 12, and he's hit by Hargrove for maybe a yard. Kim, and then if they win next week, go to the BCS, they will attempt to write history Georgia's never written, and that is to win 13 in a season. And that is that's not a bad year, whether you end up in New Orleans or Tempe or anywhere. Galt to the near side. McClendon to the far side. Here is Phillips throwing, and that ball is caught. And that is Gabriel Galt at the 20, brought down at the 18-yard line by Jeremy Myers. 25 yards. Corey Phillips to Gabriel Galt. 6th 3rd down conversion in 14 tries. 1st and 10 for Georgia, and the reserves now are trying to get a scoring drive of their own.
Made it look pretty easy that time. Phillips had good blocking, just set back in the pocket, threw it out there to Galt, wide open on an out pattern.
Galt got away from the first guy, Hester, and then really made something happen. Here's Phillips setting to throw, lobbing for Rayleigh, intercepted, no, dropped. Jonathan Cox had it and then dropped it.
Wes, that may sum up what's happened in this football game. Tech can't make the play. They can't make the interception. They can't make the big grab on the throw. Georgia on the other side has made every play, not just this game, but all during the season.
Clock stops with 5:09 to go on the incomplete pass. Phillips gives to Browning. And boy, he tried the left side, and all of a sudden things shut down with Ather Brown and DeJuan Landry, the redshirt freshman, the converted quarterback from Ama, Louisiana. Loss of a yard for Browning back to the 19. 3rd and 11 now for Georgia back at the 19. This Bulldog drive started at the 27. and has worked all the way downfield. And now it is 3rd down and 11 at the 19 of Georgia Tech. 44-7 Georgia with 4.5 to play here in Athens. Give is to Browning. Eludes 1, 2, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Tyson Browning. Tyson Browning goes 19 yards and gets the touchdown. And it is now 50-7.
Made it look easy, Wes. Once he broke the line of scrimmage in an initial tackler, boy, he darted upfield and then dove in the end zone.
19-yard run by Browning. 12-play, 73-yard drive. The point after by Bennett is good. 5:20 to play. Or 5:20 the time on the drive. 4:19 to play. We'll take a 7 with 4:19 to go. And if it stands like this today, it'll be the biggest win by Georgia in the series against Georgia Tech, eclipsing a 47-8 Bulldog win here in Athens in 1968. When Bud Carson was coaching the Jackets. Kerouac hangs it up for P.J. Daniels at the 4-yard line. Daniels 10, tried to cut it back, and ends up being brought down at the 11.
Number 55, Derek Holloway with the coverage for the Dogs.
Derek Holloway, redshirt sophomore linebacker from Sharpsburg, makes the tackle.
Call it the 12.
Vince Dooley beat Bud Carson Kim in 1968, 47-8. 39 points was the biggest difference in the series in favor of Georgia. Tech, of course, won the 2 disputed games, 48-0 in 43 and 44-0 in 44. And here is A.J. Suggs at quarterback with 4:06 to go. 1st and 10 for Tech, ball at the 12. Suggs throwing on 1st down, caught by Kerry Watkins. He'll lose yardage there. They may mark him back toward the original line of scrimmage, but Tim Jennings made the tackle with 3:53 to go.
Georgia be happy for Tech to throw a little short underneath things here. Tech needs to try to get the ball down the field.
2nd and 11.
Lost a yard, so it's 2nd and 11 back at the 11. Well, Suggs with a shotgun. Azumafi is in the ball game. Flank to the right, 3 here to the left, 1 to the right. Snap to A.J. from Hugh Riley. He sets, throws, in and out of the hands of Glover, incomplete. And it's 3rd and 11.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Glover.
Wonder if Bilbo got shaken up earlier in the game. We saw him the first couple of series in the second half, but I think he got up sort of limping.
Well, ever since Suggs threw the touchdown pass to Jonathan Smith, he's been the guy.
Yep.
Bilbo had the first 2 series of the half and has moved on. A.J. Suggs followed Jonathan Smith. Snap to Suggs. He'll drop back, set, throw. That ball's caught. Kerry Watkins hit hard at the 16. Tim Jennings again in the coverage. It'll be 4th down and 5. Or 4th down and 6 from the 16 after a 5-yard gain.
With the reception for Tech, short of the 1st down.
And Tech will punt it away with under 3 minutes to go.
Sean Jones is the single safety for the Bulldogs. Morehouse and
Sean Jones drops back. Tech will go 3 downs and out on offense, or less, for the 4th time today, Kim. There's a high wobbly punt from Morehouse. Jones will fair catch a step on the Tech side of midfield with 2:27 to play.
Where the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
So that's where Georgia goes to work. 1st and 10 at the Tech 49, leading 51-7. Most points Georgia's ever scored in the 97 recorded meetings with Georgia Tech. And they dump a cooler full of water on Mark Rick. And the second-year head coach of Georgia has got to be pleased with the way his group held this up today, Kim.
Yep.
Phillips gives it to a backup at a running back, and this is Ronnie Powell, a sophomore redshirt from Jacksonville, who gets about 3 to the 46 before DeJuan Landry makes a stop on Powell. 2nd down and 7. I mean, all the people wanted to know about overlooking and into the championship game in Georgia just got right down to business from the start here today.
2nd and 7.
Bulldogs send a receiver out to the left and one here to the right. Boy, they go straight ahead with Thomas. And he got hit pretty good by Malone right up the middle.
Thomas.
Not much on the play. In fact, lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Play failed the game.
Clock with 90 seconds left to go. Georgia's going to get their 11th win in 12 tries. And Tech is going to go to 7-5 to close the regular season.
Official timeout.
And a timeout is taken here in Athens. Well, they're checking Alfred Malone's equipment. When they get him out of the ball game, they got managers out there with water. Have to get them off the field before the play clock's already at 17. It's late. Courtney Mozzie and this crew trying to move on with it. Toss is to Powell coming here to the near side, and he'll be knocked out of bounds shy of the 40-yard line at the 42 by Jeremy Myers.
Powell is run out by Myers.
.103 left to play. It is 4th and 2. Gabriel Galt comes from the Georgia bench with the play. Georgia's going to win for the 2nd year in a row over Tech. Last year 31-17 in Atlanta. And this year is going to be convincing. 4th and a couple. Give us to Powell. He'll try and move the stack.
Powell.
And I believe needed to get to the 40, and if he's shy of the 40, won't have the first down. They unstack, and it'll depend on the spot here. And he did not get it.
First down. Tech takes over on downs.
So Powell gives up the football, and Tech with 54 seconds to go in the ball game will give it one more crack. Suggs comes jogging on, but this one has been well in hand for Georgia today. And they're dumping water all over the place on the Georgia bench. There ain't a coach who's not getting damp today. Bulldogs in Atlanta next Saturday night.
First and 10 Tech at the 41.
Kim, I like your chances on Arkansas. I'll tell you that much after seeing the Hogs yesterday.
Yep. Arkansas has trouble scoring a lot of points, I think.
Blitz on Suggs, throwing downfield, intercepted. Tim Jennings with a pickoff, circling back, 25. Jennings will run out of bounds at the 29, 30-yard line.
23, Tim Jennings. A flag is down.
Flag is down at about the 43 of Georgia. I don't know if this is going to affect the interception or not. Another turnover for the Yellow Jackets would be their 5th of the day. It's a clip on Georgia, or block below the waist. And with 40 seconds left, Jonathan Smith will be our Internet Security Systems Player of the Game, brought to you by Internet Security Systems. 3 rushes, 47 yards, couple of punt returns, and 1 catch today for a touchdown. Jonathan Smith, the junior from Argyle, Georgia, is our Internet Security Systems Player of the Game, brought to you by ISS. Couple of touches of the knee here for Corey Phillips. It'll take one more touch, and Georgia in a record-setting day in some respects today on the Yellow Jackets. 51 points, most ever scored against the Jackets in the long 100-year and change history of the series between the two schools. 44 points will be the biggest margin of victory for Georgia. Mark Rick and Chan Gailey will shake hands. Second-year head coach greets the first-year head coach. A nice word from Coach Gailey to Coach Rick, and the ball game is over. Georgia at Arkansas next Saturday. Tech will wait its word on postseason coming up this week. Stay tuned. Kim and the game recap come up. And the locker room show from UPS follows this timeout.